Welcome to Preecaaap UFC Kansas City. Machado, Garry taking on Carlos Prates. This is going to be a good one. It's actually for a fight night. I like it.
Me too.
I didn't get to watch all the face-offs. I watched some of them though, but I had a long day at work, so I didn't get to really dive into all this. But I had a long week at work. So have you, I heard. So, yeah, this would be an interesting card to break down. Dave, I hope he can. I sent him the invite. Hope he can make it out because I'm horrible with the shared screen shit. But hey, sure, Kiwi. But we will proceed anyway, and then hopefully I'm gonna send him one more text just to say, hey, we're starting, and maybe he'll. Oh, I'm limping it out of the bathroom right now. He's still got that knee problem, I think.
Kansas City. Isn't that where James Cross is from?
Yeah,
Kansas
Missouri,
right?
buddy. That's Glory MMA.
Holy shit!
There's one of these fights. Both of the guys are like Missouri local fighters. That one with it was like a fill-in fight with I think it's the Evan Elder one. Evan Elder, Gage Young. They're both right from that area anyway. But
so Derek Minner and Molina.
As we progress, let me send Dave a message.
Derek Minner and Molina, Jeff Molina, I've just completed their suspensions, I think.
Really?
Well, Derek Minner's has been over. His wasn't as bad because he wasn't involved in the betting. It was Molina that was involved in the betting.
And he was just the one that they bet against because they knew his leg was messed up, and James Krause sent him out there anyway to get beat.
Yeah,
and he bet again. Yeah, that was what it was all about. Derek Minner.
Molina was a little more involved in the betting part, so he got suspended for 3 years, retroactive. So he's actually going to be available to fight in the summer, or it's coming up. You know what I mean?
Well, I know what he was doing his time off. But anyway, I digress. So, as I'm setting up, man, were you able to look at face-offs or anything?
Yeah, that was the only thing.
Did anybody miss weight? So
there was somebody who weighed in at 147. Somebody tell me who that was. It was somebody.
It was 2 pounds over. Then
I remember the weight, and I don't.
I bet you I guess it. Is it probably that Timmy Kwamba, Roberto Romero? One of them? No,
different featherweight.
Gutierrez or Castaneda?
I didn't even see them weigh in. I must have missed them. I don't know if that fight.
Oh, you know who? Probably David Onama. No.
What was the opponent?
I don't know. Giga Chikadze.
That's who it was.
That's who it was?
Yes.
Giga Chikadze? Good.
Yeah, and he looks different, bro.
Good.
He looks different.
You know what? He looked kind of like when I saw him in the past. I didn't see the face-offs, but in the past he always looked a little small, like little. He should put on some size, little beef to his bone. Oh, Chelsea Chandler! I knew she was gonna be a big fatty. No, she made weight.
Kiwi was helping us out. He was trying to figure out.
I get it. Yeah. I'm sorry, Kiwi. I'm in a fog.
That's a good joke, though.
I'm in a fog, but they're awesome. All right. Let me set up the shared screen and all that. Well,
This is Dave.
Is it Dave?
It was you texting Dave in our group.
All right. So at least I could share. What am I? Oh, okay. I'll share the Tapology till we word up till at least we
go. As long as Raw Torque is here. You know who hasn't been around and who would be kind of cool to be in the chat is MMA Jesus, because he's from the area. You know what I mean? So probably a little buzz over there.
He's from right there, right?
Yeah, but people fall off sometimes. I don't know if Crystal will be here or not. He's still upset.
On Instagram, he messaged me back, and his pussy was hurt a little bit. His feelings got hurt, but it's all fun. I mean, I said, don't listen to Crystal. He's fake news, and he's like, oh, I tell when I'm fake news. Yeah, I don't know. It's all good. It was over that whole. There he is. See, he's
Crystal.
Here. Thank you, Crystal.
Bro,
and I apologize last week.
Give me a
My
little
pussy
scare.
didn't hurt. I apologize. I didn't realize you're all
Pussy.
panties were in a bunch until after you left.
Um,
Good morning, Gerald.
Good morning, sir.
All right, let's get into this. I'm going to set up the you can you introduce this fight while I'm going to set up the face-offs.
Hey, Gerald. Tell Vitaly I said hello. But what was I gonna say? Okay, fuck it. We got is this the first fight? Chelsea Chandler and Jocelyn Edwards?
Yeah.
Okay, we got
Can you introduce it? I'm going to load
yeah,
up the other
I got
face-offs.
you. We
Go ahead.
got the underdog from my area of the 209, Chelsea Chandler, coming out of that Nick Diaz Army camp. She will be facing the sexy, the gorgeous, my girl, Jocelyn Edwards, La Pantera, the real La Pantera. And yeah, I mean it's you know what? Honestly, this is gonna be a decent fight here. I believe they're both what is this? Is this bantamweight?
Yeah, 135ers. They both come
Has to
in
be.
usually heavy, but I think they both made it.
Jocelyn looked obviously better, like in better shape. Chelsea kind of always looks like a bag of milk, you know what I mean, a little bit. But
She toned up.
yeah, I don't know what the odds are as far as the props go. You know, Chelsea Chandler's an underdog, a 2-1 underdog, so pretty good size underdog, and I think that's for a pretty good reason. This is kind of like this is nice. I love when you're like a capper and you're breaking down a card and you get one like this here because I believe Jocelyn Edwards should be like in her last 5 because she was robbed in France when she fought Cornhole and Chelsea Chandler. I mean, I just can't get that image out of my mind. I mean, it did save her, and she's a tough chick, and actually, she's probably getting good training with people in that Nick Diaz Army. Hopefully, who knows? Honestly, because I know he hasn't been around. Yeah,
Dana had to be a little bouncer.
Yeah, I think she's a little.
Dana had to be a little bouncer in there.
Yeah. Jocelyn's a little.
I like the aggression.
She looks stronger there, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, I like Jocelyn Edwards. When she's on, ready to fight, I actually look forward to it. I was kind of rooting for her. And I like Eileen Perez too, but I was kind of rooting for her when she fought Eileen because of the backstory. But Jocelyn Edwards has all the goods, I think, in this fight here. Chelsea Chandler's a chance she could probably lay and pray. But I think Edwards has been working on that part of her game. And definitely, I mean, I'm not, doing anything crazy by picking the favorite here, but I definitely have Edwards. And I wouldn't mind if you're going to put multiple parlays. I'm not saying put her as an anchor in like 6 or anything like that, but, might not be a bad idea, even if you do a 2-piece parlay to get even money back. But I would definitely think this fight's going to go the distance, and that's all I got to say. What did Gerald say? He said I got out of my way to avoid jerks like Jim and Derek. I don't blame you, bro. Like, you know what's crazy is he never had a dad, and that's how I see that guy. But anyways, I digress. Ooh. That's not even MMA. There's a guy in the Philippines from America that's causing trouble over there, and it's the president came out and is like, "Oh, we're gonna make an example of this American right here." His name's Vitaly.
Oh, really? I'm lost. Yeah. Is that current events? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Who I get? I get Jocelyn Edwards mixed up with Luana Carolina a lot because they're both lengthy. Strike. I know it's low key racist because they're both black girls, but it's not like that.
Hey, you know how I get mixed up? Jai Herbert and Danny Roberts.
Oh, I can see that.
I get those guys mixed up.
But anyway, yeah, Jocelyn Edwards here is I think she's overall. She's horrible at the ground game, but her get-up game is good. Her takedown defense sucks, but her get-up game is real good. So if Chelsea Chandler manages to take her down to the ground, she'll bounce right up. And on the feet, Jocelyn Edwards will touch her so many more times. She'll definitely outstrike her. She's got the length. I don't know the tapology. Let me see right here.
I don't know. Jocelyn reminds me of someone like who does
only 2 inches. Only 2 inches away. She reminds you of what?
She's improving. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to look at her like she's kind of like a boring fighter. but I don't really think so. I think Pollyanna. This is later, but I think Pollyanna Viana is a lot more like.
Well, we're on this fight, and Edwards. Look, 90% of Tapology community is onto her. I want to see if she's if we can see anything from her. Excuse me, for both of them. Since we're kind of waiting on Dave loosely, I want to see if their Instagrams share anything revealing. So we got Jocelyn Edwards. Okay, she's got some of this post workout.
This girl does steroids or works out a lot. Just look at her.
She's hitting the
look at that
bleachers. Yeah,
there you go.
That shit. That's that Vision Quest shit right there.
That's hard work
that she's doing. Huh? I do that. I used to do that shit. Yep.
Kettlebells. Simple.
Putting it in. Put Extreme Couture in the background. You can see that logo there, so you know where she's been training. And this is 4 weeks ago, so this camp was definitely Extreme Couture. Look at that guy in the background. What's he doing? Is jumping up? Is that a poster or is that real? It's like doing a jumping kick with his. That shit's like a poster. That's like an action movie.
That's a cover of
awesome. Get out of the way, Jocelyn. I want to see homeboy in the back.
Yeah, who is that?
I have no idea, but he's freaking awesome.
Give him a contract.
His name is Blake O'Neill. Isn't that a fighter? Blake, he is a fan or so. I don't know. He's not. He looks like a fan. Blake O'Neill. Yeah, he's a fan. Oh, he might be a fighter. Who knows? But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're not talking about him. We're talking about Jocelyn. Oh, this is a good comparison. And you know what? Chelsea Chandler is like weird, oddly like fat in the wrong places.
Look at it. It's like by
we got to see what her.
It's like by UFC MMA wrestling. That just tells me Jocelyn's been working on her wrestling. Boom.
Oh, Chelsea Chandler though, Diaz Army. Well, that looks like Miranda Maverick in this picture, doesn't it? Weird. But they updated her Tapology picture. Let's see what she's got going with Instagram. Okay. Let me get this off. I like keep that right up there. They both suck. Dog or pass at those odds. If you just keep that right up there, I'm just playing. So let's see if we got some training videos, anything here. No. Hey, I got that shirt. Jocelyn, or look, see her face. She did lose a little weight. You could tell. She had chubbier face before. Looks like a totally different person in the back. 2 hours ago, Chelsea Chandler in the background. That's probably her boyfriend.
It's not a friend's trip. You know what I mean?
What?
It's not a trip. You know, yeah. It's not a
little carpet munching to happen later if she wins or loses.
Weaken the legs.
See, right there, she looks thin. She looks good right there. She doesn't even look like, but that's in her street clothes. I still think she's going to lose. Oh, look at this. We got some action. Look at her training. Her coach he's ancient. All he's doing is walking toward her with the I don't like that. I don't like the.
Hey, you know what? Can you do me one solid though?
What's that?
Go back to that boxing thing.
Look at this guy. How's her boyfriend standing like that with all these ducks they killed? What's that?
You showed that last
you got time spot.
Yeah, we seen that. I remember that.
We did? I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that.
Duck hunter. Oh, there he is again. Handsome fella. Not really. Oh, I like the dog though. Anyway, Jocelyn Edwards is my pick. I'm sorry I spent way too much on that shit.
Probably.
Well, okay, no idea what people think. Edwards been working in grappling defense where it was literally from grappling. Yeah, she has. Well, she's been working on her takedown defense, but from what I heard, Cody Safdie said it hasn't improved, but her get up game has. Like once she takes it out, she's right on her. She pops right back up.
Hey, honestly, dude, Jocelyn is with the way better gym, and Jocelyn is in
Real Fight Picks gets every Asian mixed up except for Tatsuo Taira. He's got a soft spot for him, but every other Asian, they're the same people.
Yeah. Oh man.
Ranj on a Vision Quest. You know the movie Vision Quest? Do you know the movie Real Fight Picks? Vision Quest?
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's iconic. If you're a high school wrestler, you have to watch Vision Quest. It's iconic. It's legendary. You have to if you're a high school wrestler. It's
Dude, I watched Fight
Matthew
Valley.
McConaughey is there or not? Is it Matthew McConaughey? I don't know. I forget who's the main actor, but it's from like the 80s. Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. That's the guy. That's the guy in the background. That was Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Ducks Unlimited. Safdie making stuff up as always. Oh, by the way, Cody Safdie and Paul Shaughnessy are leaving the Pat Mayo thing. They're doing their own thing again, like they did in the past. Just a side note, anyway. Learned that over the weekend. When did she get up? Tamaris Vidal, because that was her last fight. She lost the previous one because she couldn't get up. I don't know. Where did we see share this tab instead? I want to see. I thought we saw some get up game. No practice, nothing. I hear some ground and pound.
Hey, you know what's kind of scary, bro? Is like she walked out with that guy, that Felipe boxing, and his boxing academy is in Stockton, and I never heard of it. And I live like right here, and so Jocelyn
is he associated also with the Diaz army?
Probably, but you know, you got the Randy Couture and you got Felipe's boxing academy right around the corner from the fucking, who knows right there. Honestly, I don't want to say misinformation, but doesn't seem like she's doing wrestling or anything like that.
Who's out there? Frankie Edgar? I don't know, but Jocelyn's
that's that guy. That's what's his fucking face. The guy that you just were on his Instagram. He must be like the grappling coach or something.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Jocelyn for the victory. Who you taking? You taking Chandler? I can't get the image of her running away from Norma Dumont. Like literally running. I can't. So I'm taking Jocelyn. Well, who you taking?
I'll go with Edwards.
Perfect. All right. Moving on. Next up the card, we got Timmy Kwamba taking on Roberto Romero. Timmy Kwamba, the American, comes with a record of 8-3. Share this tab instead. And he's taking on the Mexican fighter Roberto Romero. Roberto Romero is 8-4-1 for these boys. Kwamba comes in as an even number, plus 100 on Tapology. Roberto Romero, very slight favorite, minus 120, near even favorite. At minus 120. They're both coming off losses. Kwamba's to Lucas Almeida. Before that, he also lost to Balaji Oki, and that was his debut. Prior to that, he was in Tough Enough, Contender Series, and Icon FC. As for Roberto Romero, El Taro Negro, I think that's something black. The black, what's Charo? The black burn? What's Charo?
Isn't it like a sweet?
Matthew Modine, thank you, Raw Torque. That's the guy from Vision Quest. Matthew, Real Fight Picks, put it on your movies to watch. Vision Quest, it's a good one.
Hey, you're batting 1,000 with that Fight Valley, so I do have to.
Yeah. And also, what was the other one with the brothers that had to fight each other? And Kurt Angle's the bad guy. Nick Nolte's in it. Fighter. Isn't it called Fighter or something? Remember? It's one of the best movies ever when it comes to MMA fighting. They had the Grand Prix tournament. And Kurt Angle was
four fight series, movie series. And the last one had Michael Bisping and
I don't know what you're talking about, one of those B budget movies. No,
I love that shit.
But the movie Fighter where the brothers have to go against each other. The one brother was Spawn, the guy from Spawn, that guy. Forgot his name. Anyway, whatever. Going off script. Anyway, Timmy Kwamba, Twilight, taking on Roberto Romero. This is pretty even. I really want to go for Kwamba, but everything's saying Roberto Romero. It's his debut. No, he had one. His debut was against David Onama, where he lost. Prior to that, he was in Combate, where he beat Japanese fighter Takahiro Ashida, 26-14-2 fighter. I'm going to check out Roberto Romero a little bit deeper. What happened to Irene Aldana when she didn't run? Looks fair to me. Chandler, eats ducks. Josie eats favela rats. Favela. Kwamba with Odie's coach since his childhood. Oh, okay. Odie Osborne's coach. That's interesting. Those were pigeons, Rotork. They're rats of the sky. Awesome. All right. Roberto Romero, El Charro Negro, which means something. I know negro means black. I don't know what charro means. Churro. I know what a churro is, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
But anyway, excuse me. Let's see his little record, professional record. He got David Onama beat him up, unanimous decision. He rear naked choke. My boy, thank you to the rescue. Oh, Dave, shit. Welcome. Sorry about your Oilers, bud. What a shitty night that was, huh? For you,
I'm going live.
I killed it. I won.
YouTube right now.
The Kings. I got the Kings tonight too, bud. Sorry.
I gotta do that,
the
man.
money's in.
I
should have did a pick of the day.
Log on and you can fucking.
They still got Gretzky.
Look this in the fucking chat.
What's that?
Okay, Wayne Gretzky. He's on the Kings, right? I heard of the Kings.
Right, that wasn't back in the day, bud.
They're in California, I hear somewhere.
So, Dave, real quick, who was your pick on the first girl fight?
Hey, sure, right? What are you doing?
Oh, there's the shirt. I got you. Let me see that bad boy. Straight out of Dagestan. That is a killer shirt, right? I got that. I was instantly jealous.
That was nice,
isn't it? Straight out of Dagestan. You know who really likes that shirt? Vlad, the Bulgarian cowboy. I bet you he would love that.
Who's been working out? Bulgarian cowboy's fucking killing that shit.
Who is?
Vlad. He's fucking hit. He's been hitting the gym.
For some reason, he's got a lot of Dagestani hate. Always making all these jokes about Daggies. What did the one Daggy say? It's horrible. It's so racist too. But anyway, love it. So when you get a minute, let me know who your pick was for the girl fight in the beginning. Chelsea Chandler and Jocelyn Edwards. After that bong hit, let me know. So back to this Mexican fighter here, Roberto Romero. He's coming off that loss to David Onama. He beat the guy in Combate. Then he lost to another guy, Patrick Lahan, 5-2 in Combate. Okay. And before that, let's see, 10-2. That's all right. But then before that, oh shit. Look, 0-1. 4-0, 4-0, 2-1, 1-1, 0-1. And look at these losses down here. Nobody wants to talk about those shits, right? Club hardcore fighter, this guy, Hilario Portales. And Julian Baez. I know the 2019, but still, let's look at Hilario. I bet you he's hilarious. He is. Hilarious Hilario Portales. 5-1. This guy handled him. This guy handled Roberto Romero right there in the club hardcore fighter. Yeah, this is a weird fight, man. I don't know much about neither one of these guys, but I want to go with the little bit of the underdog here. I want to go with Timmy Kwamba, even though he's coming off 2 losses. But you know what? They're both in the UFC. And before the UFC, he was straight killing it, right? Let's see his background real quick. Michael Stack, 7-2. Mateo Vogel, 8-2. Alexander Shank. Then these guys, I've heard these guys before. Alexander Shank, I think he went to the Bellator or PFL. He's been in another promotion. 3-1. Cody, you know what? We'll check. Alexander Shank, real quick. I bet you it was.
Nope.
LFA.
Okay.
Whatever. LFA. I knew it was something. I've seen
it coming up. It's coming up.
6-3.
What's that?
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm all right. We're watching hockey. I got a hockey party later on tonight too, so it's gonna be like people around. So
I got props too. Connor McDavid to 2 shots on goal. He better freaking do it.
Fuck. Connor McDavid 6 shots on goal at least, probably 2
shots on goal is minus 500. He bet that was the 7th leg of my 7-leg prop. Just because I wanted to throw an Oiler in there.
Oh no!
Anyway,
I gotta make my bets before the game starts at 7. Shit, I won't got so much time.
Oh, you don't have time. You missed it. You have to do it live now. So yeah, What's hopefully one of you guys in the chat can push me one way, but I'm leaning Kwamba, dog or pass on these boys. What do you guys think?
Yeah, man.
And Dave, can you take over this shared screen, please?
I had Roberto Romero in a few DraftKings lineups when he fought David Onama because of the tape study. The boy has all the goods, and he was actually whooping Onama for like 2 minutes, and he was like, you could tell when the commentators are surprised because they didn't know of this Roberto Romero character and until he started whooping Onama a little, and they're like, "Hey,
just
man,
call him
Onama better." You know, they were surprised because he was a huge underdog and he was busy, boy. And what happened? You know, because it was a short notice fight. First of all, he lasted the whole fucking fight on like it was super short notice. I don't remember how. I think it was like a couple of days. And I'm going for Romero. And this was easy. It's kind of like I've been watching a sitcom. You know, I had this guy in a few lineups. Kawamba, I mean, this seems like a beautiful spot to play. And yeah, I'm going to keep this one in the back of my mind because I really like the odds here for Romero. And Kawamba, right? He disappointed, right? He was supposed to win, I think. And who did he lose to?
Let me look. Blazioki and another guy and another
and
Lucas Almeida. Then
and those are terrible losses. Those are two guys, and I think those are featherweights. And I think Romero. I'm too much deep dive on this, but I think he's a lightweight. And but I think he would destroy those dudes.
Yeah,
so easy.
I don't think
I got Romero, man. Easy.
I don't think so. Dave, who you got? I'm going to start looking at. Dave, can you take over the shared screen, please?
All right. So I'm not ready for the.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I will get it organized within time. I got skills.
It's not like Kawamba's record is much better, and I think the case with Romero is that he is actually about to hit his fucking stride because he is 8-4 and he has those losses on his record. But I don't know if there's somebody that can be forgiven for a shitty record coming to the UFC. I swear it's this guy.
No, I don't know. I think like somebody in the chat said, he's been working with Odie Osborne's coach since he was a kid.
What happened though? I mean, he's had 2 fights against.
Yeah, and they both went to decision. One was that Blazioki went to split decision, so that could have been argued as a robbery if you want. Oh, look at this picture. Share this tab instead, just real quick. Add the stage. Well, if Dave's controlling it now, but
I'm not controlling anything. What am I do?
All right, present.
It's all yours.
Look at there's Timmy Kwamba with the GOAT. This is when he was in PFL 17 weeks ago. Or no, that was December. Yeah, December 27th. So it was probably 17 weeks ago. I'm saying Timmy Kwamba, look, here's him with home Islam Makhachev, or at least in his presence. I don't know. Something's telling me Timmy Kwamba. Oh, that's the guy from Black Lion. Isn't it? The Black Lion, the big we mentioned him before. He's like one of the premier boxing coaches. This guy. Keep forgetting his name. But you know what? I'll know it as soon as I hear it. It's like Black Lion Boxing or something like that. He's that big guy with the dreads. Look at how ripped he is right here. Come on. All right. I don't know. I'm leaning Timmy Kwamba. Real Fight Picks is on Roberto Romero. Dave, what are you thinking here?
Oh, I'm definitely not going for Timmy Kwamba. I am going for Roberto Romero. I'm going for the favorite. I gotta go Mexican, man. I go Mexican. A little bit younger, a little bit smaller. I get it. I like he's on team. Oh fuck, heavy favorite. Oh, am I presenting this or not? I'm not even presenting it. I apologize. Let's try this again. There's screen.
Blazioki was close and short notice. Keep that in mind. Just bet the over.
I don't know. I got Romero in this one, and I'll even
El
fucking
Charo Negro.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got some stats that are swayed to his side.
No, I've only got one loss for him, but it is one loss against Onama. Strike line per minute, 4.93. That's a heavy volume. Yeah, he got dialed in and he took 8.07, but still, regardless, that's a tough fucking chin. With his record, I like this Mexican. On the other hand, Timmy, yeah, he's got two losses, one win. Not very impressive. Strike line per minute, 3. Not going to have the volume. He does have a little bit more of the ground game, but I'm looking after his takedown accuracy is not very high, and the takedown defense for Romero is fairly decent. I think this will stay on the ground. I think it's going to be kind of a boring fight, to be perfectly honest with you, which is why I'm picking Roberto Romero just for that volume. His accuracy is decent, better than Timmy's. I like his record. I like his history. I'm picking Roberto. And if I believe, oh, hang on, never mind. Let me not show you that one.
And El Charo Negro means the Black Horseman, by the way. I just Googled it. The Black Horseman, El Charo Negro.
Oh, and odds have changed. Money is coming in on Timothy because Roberto was a heavy
because
favorite.
They heard that Ranj was taking him.
There you go.
They must have heard. That's why the money's coming. Oh, Ranj is taking Timmy Kwamba. So load it up.
All right, here's my Mexican right here.
There we go.
Mean. He's got a mean mug. He is a mean mug.
Not happy.
Yeah.
He's not happy about his last performance on short notice.
That's what the Timmy Kwamba's last performance was short notice. Well, the performance of Blagioki was short notice.
Yeah, he's still
And Timmy Kwamba got a little bit of height.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. That's pretty close.
You're not sure? Look at the cornrows and look at the. I think it got like an inch, whatever.
Look at the forehead. Look at the ears. Nah,
I like that little ponytail thing going on there, tucked right behind his ear. That's cool. That's pretty cool shit, but doesn't matter. It's not how cool you look; it's how you can fight. And this boy's been getting beat by some losers back in his 2019. 2019 is getting beat up by losers. Timmy Kwamba got beat up by UFC fighters. Yeah, well, shit happens. People forget, man. He got beat up by losers. All right. I think it means hung like a black horse. Yeah, Timmy Kwamba, or Roberto Romero, maybe. Bart from Blazing Saddles is the Black Horseman. Come on, in, man. F you. I can't. I'm not even gonna say it. But the Blazing Saddles is one of the most hilarious movies ever. When I was like 17, I watched that shit, laughed every time. Okay, moving on. Next, we have another female fight. The real light girls. What is this? Strawweight fight between Jacqueline Amorim and the beautiful Polyana Viana. And boy, I checked out her Instagram real quick, and she is looking smoking hot. Unfortunately, doesn't mean she can fight. I think Jacqueline Amorim is going to have her way with her. They're both this Brazil on Brazil crime here, like violence. It's not going to be violence. It's female strawweight fight. It's going to decision. But I think Jacqueline Amorim is going to get unanimous 30-27. That's what I'm predicting. Only because Polyana Viana, I think she's just doing it for the money. She's like kind of going with the, and look, what is she? 1, 2, 2 and 3 in her last 5, going off back-to-back losses to Jillian Robertson, Yasmin Lucindo. She beat Jinyu Frey, but back in 2 years ago, who wasn't beating Jinyu Frey? Before that, Tabitha Ricci took care of her. Baby Shark did. And then before that, she beat Mallory Martin, who I forgot what even she looks like. Whereas in our girl Jacqueline Amorin, let's see, Vanessa Demopoulos, submission armbar, fantastic. Corey McKenna, submission armbar, fantastic. Montserrat Ruiz, the bunny there, Conejo, TKO, ground and pound. She is not only beating these girls, she's finishing them. And that's why she is a huge favorite at minus 850. Of course, I'm staying away from this as a bet, but my Tapology pick will definitely be Jacqueline. And you know what? She is finishing everybody out. I think I might take her. And before she had a loss to Sam Hughes. She couldn't finish Sam Hughes. Sam Hughes is actually very durable. And then before that, she was an LFA and she submitted Ashley Nichols. So in her last 5 fights, the only time she didn't finish was the one she lost to Sam Hughes. I think I'm going to take Jacqueline Amorim to get a finish by sub over the fellow Brazilian. Man, this might be a trap. But anyway, yeah, that's my pick on Tapology. I'm staying away from betting. But, yeah, what do you guys think of this fight? Don't spend too much time on it.
I'm skipping it completely. I'm fucking on other things.
You're going to skip it on Tapology too, are you?
No, I'm not skipping on Tapology.
Okay, that's why. So you're not skipping it.
I'm betting on hockey right now.
Well, this is an MMA show, so knock the fucking shit off and make your pick.
Lupe, you're up next. All yours, buddy. I gotta finish this off real quick.
Real fight picks. Go ahead. No one wants to see your. Don't share the screen. No one wants to see that shit. Thank you. Go ahead. Real fight picks. You can do your thing, Dave. I'll share screen.
We're gonna be on mute.
I'm gonna have Jacqueline Amorim.
There we go. Now
over Pollyanna Viana. This is the KY Jelly fight of the night.
That's a good way to put it.
I mean, if we're being, open and this is like a safe. If this is a safe place, it's the coconut oil fight of the night.
Yeah. These are definitely two very attractive women. American Top Team, good training facility, represent. You know that.
Who are you gonna pick, Dave? You picking Pollyanna?
Black belt. Look at black belt. Keep that in mind. But I think Pollyanna might be a black belt as well. But you know what? I don't think she's as good.
What weight class is this again? Do you guys know?
115 straw weight.
Okay.
Straw weight.
Dude, the fact that Pollyanna can make that weight with like fake boobs is kind of like impressive.
Pollyanna's got fake boobs?
Yep.
Dama de Ferro. That means woman of fire or something. Fire lady. Right? Something like that. I think it means something like that.
I think this is probably the shittiest fight, though.
Is that AI created picture right here in the front with look at the tattoos, the drawn on tattoos. That's crazy. Because you don't have those. Look, she don't have them those real life. That's stupid. Look at that's AI too, isn't it? Or a wig. What the hell's going on here? That's kind of like a filter. There's definitely a filter going on here with that. Anyway, Pollyanna, she's all pretty, but pretty's not going to win her this fight. She's going to get handled. She has got getting some work in. I don't know if this is work. That doesn't look like much work here. She's trying to do a submission. Yeah, I don't know. There's Raw. Chawee-wee. Chawee-wee. Okay. I'm speaking to him. Chawee-wee. 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 Oh, I can't stand him. Anyway,
Beauty and the Beast. There, boy.
He bugs the shit out of me, Raul Rosas. I mean, he's a good fighter, but all right. So,
and the Beast.
Anybody not taking Jacqueline Moore, Dave?
No, I'm picking Jacqueline, 100%.
All right.
Stats up.
We don't need stats.
Better ground game, better everything. Yeah, just no point in even talking about this.
Let's move on. Moving on. Next, we have Cameron Saman from South Africa, right? Taking on the newcomer Malcolm Wellmaker, undefeated newcomer, by the way. Okay, let me pull up Tapology because I don't really know what I'm talking about yet. I'm going off the fly. I did hear a little bit earlier, like in the week. Cameron Saman, you guys know this guy. He's coming off 2 losses. He lost to C-Rod Christian Rodriguez a year ago, and then he lost to Peyton Talbot. Peyton Talbot is phenomenal, so you got to give him that one. And he beat Terrence Mitchell, TKO, and that was his was that his debut? No. Mana Martinez? No. Steven Kozlow? Well, this guy's been around. Let's see Cameron Saman open it up. MSP. Cameron Saman, his debut was against Steven Kozlow back in 2022. Happened to be performance of the night. He won by TKO, knees and uppercuts. That's a very good look. After that, beat Mana Martinez and Terrence Mitchell, but recently lost to C-Rod and Peyton Talbot. But both those guys are pretty good fighters, so you can't base a lot off of that. Before that, he was in, looks like EFC. That's that South African regional scene. Same with like Dricus du Plessis. Dricus du Plessis was a two weight class champ over at EFC. That's where he started out. So look at this guy's name is Gift Walker. It was gifted a win twice. Gift Walker gifted Cameron Saman an amateur wins twice. But anyway, he's taking on this newcomer, Malcolm Wellmaker, undefeated guy, the Machine. And this guy, I've heard good things. I have not really looked into. I haven't seen any old fights, but let's see. He's from the Contender Series, and look at these. He's right hook, round 1. Before that, he was an NFC and Conflict, which I never heard of Conflict. Icon. So you got to look at the records. Okay, going against a 13-2, 5-2, 11-7, 4-4. I mean, some cans in the beginning, but you have to expect that. Extensive amateur record. That's deep. Runs deep with the amateur record. 1 title fight, defended belt. 1 title fight, 1 title fight. 1 title fight. So back before he was a pro, he was killing it in NFC and beat down at the beach. Killing it with these guys. But they're all like, cans. This amateurs. Man, I don't know. What the hype is loud about this guy though, Wellmaker, because he's coming off some nice knockouts. We're gonna have to look into his Instagrams. I think I don't know where he's training. I don't know nothing about Fagler's. He's training at Fags.
Can I say one thing first before we go too deep into this? And you kind of skipped right by it. I know it's kind of. I wanted you to outline this. Look at Corey Simon's record against the opponents. 0-2, 0-2, 4-3, which is pretty much even. 4-4 even. 8-7 even. So he really did not start fighting until he got lucky and beat Josh Wang Kim. Josh Wang Kim, who has lost 2 in a row and then got out. And then Steven Kozlow, who has lost 1 and has.
Josh Wang Kim is 2 people. Dave, did you know that? Did you know that's twins?
Josh Wang Kim.
Look at him. 2 people. He's 2 people. That's right. Both of them. That's Josh and Wang Kim.
Holy shit.
He beat them both.
Okay. He beat Mana Martinez, who has not won or fight since. He beat Terrence Mitchell, who has lost twice since.
He's been caught. Terrence Mitchell's caught. So is Mana Martinez. Both of them are caught.
He has not. He has fought either the crap or the tail end of the career, or he has not beat one fucking person yet with any kind of semblance of any fucking fighting skill whatsoever. There is not a leg to stand on for this motherfucker for me to even remotely pick him. He's no, there's not one guy. Not one guy.
Well, who the fuck's Malcolm Wellmaker beat?
I don't. You know what? If it's first of all, he's undefeated, so it's one. I don't care. Then it goes to Adam Bramhout, 13-2. He's not 14. At least he's fighting. He came back for another win.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good win then.
Shit. All right.
Okay.
Chase
Sold me. I'll take
5-2 and who is now 6-3. Came back and did some shit. Came back for a win. Had a loss, sucked it up, came back for a win. All right. At least we're talking about people who were actually fighting. 11-7 to now 13-19. Even this guy who was a fucking washed up nobody still came back and won 2 fights after. Like
Cameron Soyman. I get it.
Boy. Yeah. I ain't putting any money on this Cameron guy because I don't think he's won a fight yet.
Well, he's actually won 9 of them, Dave. But okay.
Not a good one.
And 2 of them were in the UFC as well. But okay. 3 of them were in the UFC, right? 3 wins in the UFC. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 3 UFC wins, but he hasn't won a fight yet. Fucking guy. Soyman. All right. So we know who Dave's on. Real fight picks. Who you got?
Man, okay, so there's a couple things I don't like about the debutante. One is that he is the only fighter from his gym to make it to the UFC. So he's the first fighter repping the UFC. The other guy,
from Fag's gym.
Yes, and I believe Fag fought one in some. It was professional, but like not LFA, not anything crazy. And then another guy, or it could have been Fag that fought in Bellator, and then one of them fought like in Bellator or PFL or something like that. One time and lost, I think, or something.
Head coach is Jason and Joe Fagler.
Yeah, so
Faglier.
Yeah,
the Fags.
So he's the first guy to fight from his gym in the UFC. I don't really appreciate that. So
absolutely.
I don't know if
everybody on the whole list is amateurs.
Yeah,
yeah, you're right.
Give me Seaman. I want to take Seaman to win over Benson Henderson. Good to see him back in the UFC, but I'm all about Seaman.
Sure, I'll give you all my semen.
Ugh, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
Huh?
You're sick.
Yeah, give it to the Fags.
I got my eye on you, boy.
Jason and Joel Faglier. They call them.
Oh yeah, like
I have my doorbell
really concerned
Tough
about
choice beta names. Faglier Soyman. Give me Seaman. Shh. Shh. Don't say that too loud. Are you for real? Are you taking Cameron? Cam to the cum semen? Are you taking Cameron Seaman?
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Oh, that's right. You're on Wellmaker. Okay, I'm also on Wellmaker, and I think Lou was also. I think he was on Wellmaker as well. We're all fading Cameron Seaman. We'll take the Fag. I'm sorry. We'll take Malcolm Wellmaker, coached by Joel and Jason Faglier. Okay. Oh, behave, Dave. All right, Dave. I have to go get a beer because now I'm starting to pep up a little bit. Maybe you can introduce the next fight. It's Jamal Blackshear and Altang Haley. Think you can do that? I'll be back.
I thought I was sharing. That's how bad it was. I thought I was sharing my screen, but I wasn't. I apologize. I had a whole bunch of really good fucking clips on that shit. All right. Next up, Jamal Blackshear against Tanyeli.
Altang Haley.
Go Go for a beer.
I'm going. All right.
I can
break it down.
I got skills. Devon Blackspear, ranked number 30th, coming off of actually 2 decent wins. He came off of Cody Gibson, subbed him, not decent. Beat Cody Saban, subbed him. Okay. Previous to that, Montel Jackson got knocked out. Batista decision, that was almost a couple years ago. And before that, Jose Johnson, Twister. Oh, I remember this now. The elusive Twister. This has not been performed very many times. Damon, I forgot you were the Twister guy. Going up against Alexander Young, who's lost or who won almost a year ago against Rodriguez, and Rodriguez is let's open this up real quick. So I'm pretty sure Rodriguez is garbage. Rodriguez, who was 8-3 at the time, is now 8-4. Has not fought since, and losses, missed weight, blah 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 blah. Not an impressive win. Who else do we have? He lost against Chris Gutierrez, is well decent. Fucking, I get it. Okay, cool. He beat Chad Allinger. Not the best win. He beat Kevin Kroom. Not a good win. So really, besides his Rodriguez win, that's pretty much his only one that's been good. And Rodriguez, even at that, still wasn't that great. Damon Blackshear. I think Damon Blackshear is actually going to hit one of the gatekeeper fucking one of the gatekeeper roles in this division. Obviously, really good on the ground. Has had a couple knockouts as well, which is a little bit impressive. I'll go over the stats real quick for these guys before I let the boys weigh in. Stats real quick. We've got Damon Blackshear, 5 inches taller. The reach advantage, 6-inch reach advantage. 3 years younger. Volume, 3.93 versus 2.64. Strike absorbed, 4.17 versus 4.63. Wins on the volume. Wins on the strike absorbed. Takedown average, 1.89 versus 1.99. I think that's a wash. I think that Twister pretty much maximizes that to whatever the hell you want to do it. As a submission average, 1.9 versus 0.0. I see Damon Blackshear winning this on the feet, winning this on the ground. The size advantage is going to be ridiculous. The reach advantage is going to be insane. It's going to be where Damon wants to finish it, is he's going to finish it, whether it's on the feet or on the ground. I think this is the biggest lock of the night, actually.
Yeah. You're not the only one. Did we see the face-offs right here? No,
right now.
That's Cameron Saman. Yeah, that's a full capper consensus according to the UFC prediction tracker. The dude that does all the cappers picks and itemizes them, like who picked who. Everybody picked Damon Blackshear, but that might be a reason to take Alatang Haley as the Vegas trap. It's a trap. If everybody in the world is taking Damon Blackshear and this goes to decision, I've said it before and I've been right before. If it goes to decision and everybody is on the heavy favorite Damon Blackshear, Alatang Haley might get a robbery. I'm just throwing it out there because literally on MMA prediction, UFC prediction thing or whatever tracker, UFC prediction tracker, 100% of every capper that has a show that dude checks out picked Damon Blackshear. Every one of them.
It's an easy pick.
What's that?
It's an easy pick.
Alatang Haley's coming off a win. He's only lost once in his last 5. He has a draw, but he's only lost once in his last 5, and that was unanimous decision. He's won 2.
Beat garbage. He hasn't beat anybody.
But he's won 2 by Chad. I know, but you got to remember, Damon Blackshear lost to Montel Jackson by knockout. He lost to Mario Batista too. And who's he beat? Jose Johnson, Cody Stamann, and Cody Gibson. has Damon Blackshear really beat anybody really? And Alatang Haley, fight ready. That's his gym. Where's Damon Blackshear's gym? Team ROC. ROC, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Damon Blackshear should be the pick on everybody's, but I think this is a trap. I think it's a trap, and that I'm not betting it, but I'm picking Alatang Haley on my Tapology because it's no money into it. But yeah, it's a trap. I'm sure it is. I think it is a trap. I think this is going to be a trap robbery decision when it goes to the final. I'm telling you. But that's just me. What do you think?
I think. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm using my phone. I'm using my hotspot, but if it works, it works. So yeah, I got Blackshear. I think he's pretty special, man. That fight versus Cody Gibson, I don't think Cody Gibson's that bad. I think, the dude's a grappler, you know what I'm saying? And he has some good skills. He's made other people look, Cody Gibson's looked good a couple of times, and Blackshear just kind of outclassed him. I don't think he's that bad, you know what I mean? And you know how I feel about, So let me go with Damon Blackshear, baby.
I'm taking the dog. I'm with Crystal. Crystal's onto something, and I feel it. I for real. Something's telling me everybody. This is the who's gonna shit in everybody's parlay. Everyone's gonna think, minus 500. I'm putting Damon Blackshear. That's gonna jump up my sure thing parlay. You watch. You're gonna win every leg of that parlay except for this fucking one because Alatang Haley is gonna win. Yep.
Just so
he's got wrestling base because he's out of he's a fight ready. But where is he before that? He's like Mongolian, and Mongolia is the best Asian nation for wrestling.
Crystal also picked Priscilla Cachoeira over Josiah Nunes.
Well, everybody makes wrong picks. It's not perfect. But you'll see tomorrow when I like it too. I like it too, Crystal. And he didn't. Real fight picks. Stop spreading fake news.
Okay, then who was that one guy that Juicy J?
It doesn't freaking matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who Crystal picks.
And now he's 1-5 as a favorite. Or whatever.
All right. Moving on. You guys are both on the big popular favorite. It's a trap. And I'm on Alatang, Mongolian Knight, Haley.
What you got?
T-shirt bet.
No freaking way. Not at minus 500 for Alatang. No freaking way. No way. All right. Moving up the prelims. Next we have this.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What?
No, nothing. We're all good.
All right. We got this featherweight fight. This is supposed to happen like 3 times over, I think. Finally, Chris Gutierrez is taking on John Castaneda. They both came. They both made weight. Looks like they're both fighting. But wasn't this fight supposed to happen like 2 times before? I can't remember. But we're going to break it down again anyway because I can't remember who I took the first. I think I took Chris Gutierrez once. I took Castaneda the second time. Anyway, El Guapo. Chris Gutierrez comes in with a record of 21-5-2, and he is 3-2 in his last 5, coming off a win against Quang Lee. Prior to that, he lost to Yadong Song. You don't say. And he beat Alatang Haley. Well, fade him, that fucking loser. he lost to Pedro Munoz, and yeah. And he beat Frankie Edgar 2 years ago when Frankie Edgar was already way too old to be fighting. John Castaneda, Sexy Mexi. He's coming off a loss to Daniel Marcos, undefeated Daniel Marcos, so you can't give him slack about that. Before that, he beat the Kyung Ho Kang, who is horrible. Kyung Ho Kang is just fraud. Beat Muin Gafarov, who actually Gafarov just beat. So I lost money because I picked against him and he won. Forget that was like a month ago. Can't remember. He lost to Daniel Santos, knee injury. It looks like. And before that, he beat Miles Johns by submission arm triangle. This is a close, evenly matched fight. The slight favorite is Gutierrez El Guapo, but I think I'm going to dog or pass this one this time. Factory X Muay Thai for Chris Gutierrez. Factory X, that's a Colorado gym, so it means the cardio's on point and everything. Castaneda is fighting out of the Academy, Minnesota. I think that is Academy. Academy, Minnesota. And I'm looking through his team. Sean Shirk, but he's been since retired for years. Aside from that, I don't really know many of these names. If they somewhat familiar, but I think they're older. Like this is a gym that used to be something 10 years ago. Oh, there's Quang Bang Lee. That's the guy that that was the guy that one of the Chris Gutierrez lost to or beat. Chris Gutierrez beat that guy, right? So,
yep.
I don't know. I think I'm going to lean Castaneda, dog or pass for me. What do you guys think on this one?
I would pass altogether, even though the odds are like, you want to bet them because they're one of the fights that the odds are kind of bettable. Just if you're going to bet on the money line, and but I think I'll pass. And the reason I'll pass is because I'm going to pick Chris Gutierrez, even though I don't want to, because Castaneda, I believe, has a grappling advantage just in case it does go to the ground or Chris Gutierrez falls or, I think Castaneda's got some good jiu-jitsu. I think he has a lot of submissions. And I always am weary of taking the guy who's a pure striker, doesn't have the ground game, doesn't want to go to the ground. And the reason Gutierrez barely wins some of his fights, like he just kind of skates by, is because he's a pure striker and the other guys know that and they make it a little closer than it should. If Chris Gutierrez could fucking grapple at all, like if he was a blue belt, which he might be, you know what I mean? He might grapple the shit out of some regular Joe Schmo. He might have some grappling, but
I'll check out his Instagram, see if I can find a belt picture with a belt.
I just got Chris Gutierrez. I think they're each other's weakness. I think Castaneda has decent striking, but I think that's probably the guys he's lost to. I feel like he's probably more comfortable fighting. I don't know. I'm going to go Chris Gutierrez.
You're in with the whole Tapology community. 85% is going with Gutierrez, 15% Castaneda.
I think it's rough. It's tough for me to pick this fight. I could see Castaneda winning. I mean, the way he beat Miles Johns is good, but Miles Johns doesn't kick. And I think that's Castaneda's weakness. So I'm going to pick Gutierrez. I feel like he's just going to skate by, though. I took this take from MMA Guru, who I'm not like a huge fan of because he talks super fast. Thank you for the $2. Thank you for the $2. Like, I'm good off that shit.
I love it.
Thank you for the 99 Australian cents. I'm good, bro. But I agree with him about this one. Yeah, I think he picked Gutierrez too, just kind of getting by.
Dave.
All right, I'll go real quick. Gutierrez, 9 per minute, 4.72 versus 4.67. Pretty much a wash as far as that goes. Strike absorbed, 2.64 versus 5.22. Negative striking ratio for John. On the ground, 0.26 versus 1.79. Advantage for John on the ground on this one. Is this going on the ground? Or is it going on the feet? On the feet,
I found a belt. I found a belt picture real quick. Looks like John Castaneda, brown belt. Brown belt. Let me share it real quick. I'm sorry, Dave. I didn't mean to interrupt. But I was looking for it and I found it. So
I'll watch hockey. You guys go ahead. Here. You want to watch hockey? You can watch hockey. Everything's up 2-0, by the way.
Anyway, Castaneda, brown belt right there, but rolling with a group of black belts.
Mm-hmm. That's black belt day right there, boy.
I'm saying I said I was going to look for it, found it. Dave, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
All right. Anyways, it's going to be whether this fight goes on the feet or on the ground. I think it's going to go on the feet, so I'm on Chris Gutierrez on this one. As far as the odds go, Chris Gutierrez minus 150, John Castaneda plus 125. Probably a good money. Probably a good parlay pick for later on, but only if we all agree, I guess. And that's not happening.
So what's your pick?
I'm picking Chris Gutierrez.
All right.
I'm picking the fade. Probably by decision.
People are telling me don't. I wouldn't bet on this fight though. That's the thing. I would not trust Chris Gutierrez. People are getting on me because I said that he's a kicker and you don't want to kick a grappler. Like he's not John Castaneda. I didn't say he's a wrestler. I said he's a grappler. I think you can kick him.
All right. Moving on. Next we have Evan Elder taking on Gage Young. We touched upon this a little bit earlier. These are both kind of like fill-in local Missouri fighters. Evan Elder first was originally supposed to fight Ahmad Hassanzada, but Hassanzada had to withdraw because he's a pedophile and he got arrested for touching an underage person, from what I heard. True story. So Evan Elder,
gauge was young, wasn't it?
What's that?
He had a young gauge, that Hassanzada.
Yeah, he had a young gauge. Yeah, so that's something. I don't know. I see where you're going with that, but it's hard to play on the Gage Young name. Anyway, Gage Young's coming in to fill in short notice for Hassanzada. Evan Elder's actually short notice too because he was originally filling in. Hassanzada was supposed to actually fight Mitch Ramirez, but Ramirez withdrew. So Evan Elder was supposed to fight Hassanzada before he got arrested for pedophilia. So then Hassanzada, after he got arrested, he withdrew. You'll never see that guy in UFC ever again. And so Evan Elder is taking on Gage Young. Both these guys are 9-2. I don't know shit about Gage Young. I know Evan Elder looks like Cameron Saman with tattoos. Tell me I'm lying. He looks just like Cameron Saman, but with tattoos. But anyway, doesn't mean he fights like him. It's hard to tell right now who I'm going to pick. That's why I'm going to, after you guys give your spiel and the chat gives their 2 cents, I will come up with a decision. But right now, I don't know. I'm on the fence because I've never been impressed with Evan Elder, and I don't know shit about Gage Young. So why don't you guys enlighten me? Real fight picks? You're on mute.
All right, fine. I got Evan Elder. Sorry, I got a kid in the background. I got Evan Elder. I would never take a short notice guy. There's not a lot of Nick Diaz's out there in the world. You saw, there's not a lot of people out there that are going to be ready on this kind of short notice. You know what I mean? Like, credit to the guy. I hope he gets another fight. I'm not taking him. I don't like his nickname, G Money. I don't like that. What else about this Mr. Gage Young? I didn't like how he looked in the face-offs. He looked like he already lost. He looks like he's nervous, like he don't belong there.
I noticed something like that too, right?
Yeah, and it's only minus 205. I don't know, man. I could be tripping, bro. Like, I didn't do any tape study like you. I don't know shit about Gage Young. I didn't care to see if he's a grappler or anything at all. So maybe this is the guy. This is a fight we should have spent, or we should spend 40 minutes on instead of fucking
no, never.
Jocelyn Edwards and that other girl.
Every fight's more important, but this one, look, he got beat by.
The odds are bettable. It's like I recognize Evan Elder's name. If I'm just doing a system like that, betting against debutantes and picking a name I recognize for minus 200. I know I might be
Gage Young got beat by Bobby Lee by armbar. Bobby Lee.
The comedian?
Lee. Huh? It says Bobby Lee. Of course, it's not the comedian. It's a white guy. But anyway, it's a white redheaded guy, Bobby Lee. But anyway, I'm just saying I'm just looking through his Instagram right now. He's from a gym that I've never heard of, Ignite Jiu-Jitsu and MMA Academy. His Instagram, he's doing the middle fingers, which is disrespectful and stupid after a win in MCL or whatever stupid promotion he was in. The more I look at this guy's Instagram, the Gage Young, the more I want to take Evan Elder. So let's see him come up on the stage. See how they look. Ooh, under 12. Kiwi saying that dude Hassanzada, the kid was under 12.
I don't know. I could look.
There's Gage Young. Gage Young, and you know what he is. He's a little bit stunned from the. And this is just a fight night. Imagine if this was a pay-per-view. I did see he was a little bit struck from the.
Yeah, excitement. What's it going to look like tomorrow?
And look,
just can't handle the weigh-in.
Look at Cameron Saman. I mean, look at Evan Elder. You know how I could tell? The tattoos. What is that under? That's a crazy tattoo under his tit. It looked all red when he was flexing. Looked like his lung was hanging out. It's crazy looking. And look at the neck. You can see the nip. He's definitely more defined too.
He hugged him like he needed it.
Gage Young, you know what? He does. Gage Young looks like he was touched by Hassanzada. You might have been onto something there, Real Fight Picks.
Yeah, no, for real. Oh, there's my man.
Yeah.
My underdog right there, boy.
Unbelievable. Dave just lets it roll. But anyway, I am gonna go on this after seeing the face-offs. I'm gonna go
happy,
with
I'm genuinely happy to see a lady in this kitchen.
Huh?
I'm happy to see a lady in this kitchen.
Yeah, me too. You got winter. Turn your heat up, Dave. Jesus, it's got a fucking winter gear on.
Penny pinching motherfucker.
I know it's cold over in Canada, but shit, today was 80 here in upstate New York. So Elder sub round 2. Some fights are meant to be fast. Yeah, this might be one of those, but I don't pass shit because Tapology, you got to make a pick. Gun to head.
Yeah.
Hoi hoi. Flip KO. Flick KO. Oh yeah. Looks like these guys want to move on to the next fight.
Lovely.
So who you got? We're both on Evan Elder. Dave, who you got?
Yeah, give me Brother Evan.
Oh yeah, 100% Evan Elder.
You don't want to Gage Young?
No, he doesn't have to stand a chance in hell. Not even like what are we still talking about?
A chance in hell against Hassanzada. Hassanzada finger bang him.
Moving on.
Right in the
How
butt.
much longer till the poutine is done, Dave?
Finger bang him right in the butt. All right.
And this is why you're demonetized.
Enough talking about finger banging Gage Young. Cheers to finger banging Gage Young in the butt from Hassanzada.
You're better than that, Ranj. Come on.
No, he's not much better.
You're the one that started with the whole play on the name on the Young. His name is Young, and Hassanzada got in trouble for touching young people.
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
Yes, it is totally. We moving on. Next, we've got we have the feature fight of the prelims. Matt Danger Schnell taking on Jimmy the Brick Flick. This is a very good matchup because both these guys are at the end of their career. I wouldn't be surprised they both leave their gloves in the center of the ring. I think they both should because both look at the spotty red on both these guys. Okay, Matt Schnell is 1-4 in his last 5, coming off 3 back-to-back losses. Matthias Nicolau knocked him out. Steve Urseg knocked him out. Cody Durden choked him. Finish for Matt Schnell. Before that, he beat Sue Madarji, boy named Sue. Didn't a boy named Sue just get destroyed like last week or the week before?
Yeah. No, he won, right?
Did he win? I can't remember. Anyway,
look it up.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could.
I'm looking it up.
You look it up. Thank you. But he's Matt Schnell, Danger Schnell. He's taking on Jimmy Flick, who's also 30. Well, what are these guys? These guys are 35 and 34 years old. And this is this Bantam or flyweight? 35-year-old flyweights. Oh, you can't do that, Jimmy Flick and Matt Schnell. You can't be 35 at flyweight. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be. You're going to a lot of red. That's why. Okay, so Jimmy Flick, he got that loss to Nate Maness. That was horrible. Nate Maness should have finished him. Jimmy Flick actually lasted to the end, which was kind of a better than I expected him to do. So kind of impressive. He beat Malcolm Gordon by submission. Impressive. Okay, lost to Alessandro Castro by knockout. Not impressive. Lost to Charles Johnson by knockout. Not impressive. And he beat Cody Durden. I like when people beat Cody Durden by submission. Flying triangle. No, that was right before he retired. Both these guys have already talked about retirement. And Jimmy Flick did retire and come back. Matt Schnell, I think, retired and came back as well. So both of them, this is, like I said, good matchup. I'm going to go with the dog here, though. I'm taking Jimmy the Brick Flick. He will fight for your money. He is a dog out there. He'll take all these punches from Matt Schnell. And Matt Danger Schnell is not that dangerous. He's kind of got, to be honest with you, got pillow hands, kind of. Who's he knocked out? Anybody? I don't think he's ever. Let's real quick. Matt Schnell. Oh, he does have 2 wins by knockout, 5 losses by knockout. Blech. Who's he knocked out? He knocked out. No. Nobody I know. He hasn't knocked out anybody I know. Yeah, he knocked out a bunch of losers. Yeah, I'm taking Jimmy Flick at plus money. What do you guys think of this one?
Bro, you know what's crazy is that Jimmy Flick looks like a weenie. You know? And you want to take Matt Schnell just based off of pure
look at there's the weenie.
Eyes, your eyes, what you're looking at. Look at that little weenie right there. You see all his little ribs. He's got that fucking, what's his fucking face? Darren, the damage or he's got that rib that sticks out like him.
Sue did win. Sue Madarji won. I'm sorry. I was talking shit about him and he won. Ooh, the Jew versus the Gentile. Look at Matt Schnell. Look at the hair on his chest. You can weave a little mini shirt with that. Jimmy Flick is so scrawny. Man, both these guys, the flyweight or the bantamweights, they just, or what is this? This flyweight, bantamweight? Flyweights just so tiny. I can't fathom.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Let me look some of that poutine right there. Let me get some of that.
No,
is that what that is?
Quesadillas.
What the heck? That's right up my alley, boy.
All right. So yeah.
Okay, one Matt Schnell and Jimmy Flick. All right, I appreciate
Jimmy Flick.
Let's go over some stats real quick. Matt Schnell, strike land per
minute. You gotta share the screen, bud. Share the screen.
Fuck. The hell? Try this again. All right, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Matt Schnell, strike land per minute, 4.39 versus 1.94. Heavy advantage on Matt Schnell on that one. Strike absorbed, 4.64 versus 5.43. Jimmy Flick he better have a good chin because he's going to get dialed up all day long here. The volume's going to be disgusting. As far as the ground game goes, takedown average 0.5 versus 1.55. Advantage Flick there, but his takedown accuracy is only at 21%. I mean, I get it. He's got more submissions. He's a ground guy. I think this fight's going to be on the feet all day long. I'm going to pick Matt Schnell to piece up Jimmy Flick all day long. And if you want to go for the bookies agree with me. Matt Schnell is at minus 163. Jimmy Flick is at plus 137. If you think this fight's going to go the distance, no, plus or minus 425 for fight to go the distance. So somebody's getting KO'd. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be Jimmy Flick.
I got Matt Schnell too. I'm going with Matt Schnell only because he's so lucky he's fighting somebody with pussy hands because he's been knocked out.
They both do.
No, I mean at least one of them throws them. You got Jimmy Flick throwing one strike every fucking 5 minutes. Is that how? Or every is that? Yeah, 1.5 strikes.
Yeah, you're true.
Every minute.
True.
Is
but you know what?
9 strikes.
Jimmy Flick can submit you though.
He can. Yeah, but Matt Schnell's that's where he's good enough to not get submitted.
Jimmy Flick has 15 wins by submission, 0 losses by submission. So you think, I don't know. I'm just saying. But okay, moving on. The curtain jerker to the main card. We got big favorite, Ikram Aliskerov. He might be the heaviest favorite on the card. I'm not sure. I didn't check it. Let me see right now. Ikram Aliskerov is
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
According to Tapology, he's a -5. He is not the biggest favorite on the card. Ikram Aliskerov is -500, taking on Sergi Pano. Andre Muniz, +380. Andre Muniz, didn't he break Jacare's arm or somebody's arm? And let me see. I'm pretty sure, but since then, he's kind of not done much. Let me see.
Oh, that's good shit.
Ronaldo Souza, Jacare, inverted armbar. That's when he broke his arm, 2021. That's when I remember him, and I was like high on him when he did that. Andre Muniz, I was like, wow, he broke Ronaldo Souza's arm in an armbar. And then he did an armbar against Eric Anders, the overrated football player. Then he beat Uriah Hall, but then Brandon Allen, rear naked choked him. Paul Craig ground and pounded him. Finally, most recently, he won a split decision over Jun Young Park. But now he's taking on this beast they call Ikram Aliskerov. Aliskerov, he's coming off a loss to Robbie Knuckles, Robert Whitaker, but you can't take too much off of that. He had a performance of the night win, flying knee and punches over Warley Alves, but it's Warley Alves. Keep that in mind. He did beat Phil Hawes, Mario Souza, and before that, who gives a shit? Because you'll never. Oh, Miro Jurkovic. Oh, Dennis Tylulin. He sucks. He lost to Kamzat and Brave. Any other names I see here? Nothing that I know of. Magomed Ibragimov in the amateurs. I know that name, but they were both 0-0. So who gives a shit? All right, so by looking at this stuff, Aliskerov has definitely a better resume. Arguably, I mean, not completely better, but he should. Yeah, Aliskerov should win, but people forget, man. Andre Muniz broke Jacare Souza's arm in an armbar, and then armbarred somebody else right after that, and won. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Ikram Aliskerov, but I'm not betting it, and not at -500. I think it should be a little closer to that. If it was like -300, I'd probably put him in a parlay. But -500, he's staying away. He'll be my pick on Tapology, though. What do you guys think of this?
You know what I mean? I felt like this guy, they were just on him about being like the fucking grappler. Kind of like if he was like Hoist Gracie, you know? And they were talking about him like that when he was going against it. He was supposed to be the superior grappler to Paul Craig. He was supposed to be the superior grappler to Brendan Allen. And he fucking wasn't. So I'm not so scared of his little arm, break my arm. He ain't going to do it. He's not going to do it to Aliskerov. I believe Alaskarov is I'm assuming he's well rounded, and I believe he's gonna have obviously the better hands. You know, Muniz looks like he's on every fucking steroid that he could get.
But, look at Muniz's towel. He's got like 2 inches of height. Muniz is bigger too. Look at his arm. Go back, Dave, a little bit.
Yeah, but he's like it's the Michael Chandler effect, bro.
Dude, the girth, the height, he's got them, and physical attributes. I'm saying, Muniz is definitely looking at him just like without knowing any history record. You see these two guys face off right there. That I would say I'll take the bigger guy with the defined shoulder muscles. And
what are you talking about?
I gotta go with my gut. You know, I'm telling you, Muniz looks the part, but I'm gonna go with my gut, man. I'm gonna go with Ikram.
Yeah, I'm taking him too, but I don't know. I don't know. This might be trap number 2. Right after Alatang Haley trap. This is the second trap. Muniz trap.
Muniz is overrated, bro. Trust me, you're gonna be like, Luke, he was right. Real Fight Picks was right about.
Yeah. Well, Real Fight Picks, the bookies, and everybody in the whole world was right that Ikram Alaskarov at -500 is gonna win. You are right. You're right. He's gonna win.
And this is why. And this is why.
It's like Tarzan fights like Jane. It looks like Tarzan fights like Jane. That's a good one. It's simple, man. It's hilarious. Ikram Alaskarov looks kind of like Melsik Bagdasaryan with longer hair. I mean, with the when in the Tapology picture, he looks like Melsik Bagdasaryan. Hot take. Yeah, hot take from Real Fight Picks. Alaskarov's going to win. Oh, shit. Really? All right. We're all on that side. Dave, are you taking Muniz or are you going with the favorite?
No, I'm not even going to go through it. I'm done.
Moving on. Moving on. Next, we have Randy Brown, Rude Boy Randy Brown, taking on Nicholas Dalby. Nicholas Dalby, man, he is shit he's shit so many times in my parlays. He's messed up so many parlays for me. Maybe I start picking them. I can't though. I can't. I'm definitely a Randy Brown supporter in this fight. Randy Brown, I think he's going to be the lengthier guy. I think by, let's see. Oh, yeah, he's got a good 4 inches of reach. He's got 4 inches of height. Yeah, absolutely. He's got 6 years of youth. He's 34. You know, Nicholas Dalby's 40 years old. 40 years old. Nicholas Dalby's coming off a split decision loss to Renat Fakhretdinov. That's actually not a bad loss. Before that, he's got a long list of green. Gabriel Bonfim, I lost money on that one. Muslim Salikov, lost money, I think, on that one. Maybe Worley Alves, I did not pick Worley Alves ever in my life. Claudio Silva, I don't think I picked that one either. But I know I've lost money on Muslim Salikov and Gabriel Bonfim when Nicholas Dalby beat both of them. Rude Boy Randy Brown, he's coming off a loss to Brian Battle. Split decision, close. Brian Battle did edge him in the wrestling, in the grappling takedowns, and I think that's where he edged out a decision. Before that, he beat Elizeu Zaleski unanimous. Muslim Salikov, straight right TKO. Okay, remember, Muslim Salikov's old as shit, too. Wellington Turman, back knee. That was almost 2 years ago. Beat him, unanimous decision. And he lost to Jack Della Maddalena, but Jack Della, you guys, everybody's high on that dude. That was 2 years ago as well. I'm high on Randy Brown in this fight, though. I think he's gonna outpoint him and work his way to a decision. Danish Dynamite, though, man, he's got me so many freaking times. Not this time, though. I'll take Randy Brown, and I'm going to bet it, too. I'm putting him in parlays. Was he minus 285? Yeah. I'll take Randy Brown. What do you guys think of this fight?
I don't know. Randy Brown's kind of like one of those guys who, if you feel like didn't reach his full potential just by looking at him, you know what I mean? Sometimes he goes in there and he fucks around too much. I got him in this fight though. I'm probably gonna lose too because Dalby likes to go in there and prove everybody wrong. But he's what, 41? He's 41.
Dalby? Nicholas Dalby's 40. Randy Brown's 34.
Yeah, I can't pick a 40-year-old. There's no way. I wish I could, because Dalby would be the one. But his whole breathing stuff, I mean, come on, bro. Like, that's like some fucking. He says it works. I don't know. I can't see how it just works for just him. So I'm not gonna buy into that's gonna carry him to fight as a good 40-year-old. And that's gonna be his trick to beating everybody. He kind of looks like he does witchcraft or something, but I'll go with Brown. Just being the younger guy, Brown has to go in there, and I think he has to finish the fight because you can't go in there. It doesn't matter if you're fighting, a 40-year-old Khamzat Chimaev. It doesn't matter who it is. You need to go out there and you need to beat a 40-year-old. There shouldn't be a thriving, LeBron James type in the fight world, in the fight game. So I'm gonna go with Randy Brown, just being an ageist.
Yeah, that's a smart pick. Dave?
Go over some stats real quick. Randy Brown strike line per minute 4.35 versus 4.06. Strike absorbed 3.34 versus 3.52. Pretty much a wash everywhere. Takedown average 0.81 versus 1.01. Man, I'm having a really hard time picking on this one. Bookies, as far as they are concerned. Let me get to it. Apologies.
Damn, dude, they're on me, bro. I can't talk without, George Foreman. I remember.
He just died.
Was it Ray Mercer? Wasn't it another old guy? Was it Tommy Morrison? It was somebody.
That's boxing. That's boxing. It's
different. It's different.
It is different.
I did say combat or something like that. So you gotta watch what you say.
All right. So everybody's on Rude Boy.
No, yes. I'm on Dalby.
Oh, you're on Dalby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a fucking coin flip. And Dalby at plus 225 is my guy.
All right. Asshole. It's not what Crystal. He pushes me to be a jerk. It's not the same because this MMA is mixed martial art, not just stand-up boxing. You burn a lot of cardio with takedowns and wrestling. That's a lot more to it. I'm not getting into it, Crystal. Unreal. Boxing isn't fighting. I never said it wasn't fighting. But it's not Jeet Kune Do either. The fuck? It's not sumo wrestling either. You think those are not fighting? Don't get me going, Crystal. Anyway, moving on. Next, we have Michelle Pereira. Taking on Abus Magomedov. Abus Magomedov.
You guys got until period starts, by the way, and I'm checking out as soon as the period starts. Let's go.
All right.
You're kinky like that, aren't you?
Fine. He's not the Magomedov that you'd think because
Did you say that really, you dirty fuck? Okay, go.
Coming out of Germany rather than Russia.
I'm sorry,
young
lady.
People confused because of the Magomedov name. They think Abus comes out of Russia, but no, Dagestani. He's coming out of Germany. He's coming off wins against Bruno Ferreira, Warley Alves. Man, Warley Alves got beat by everybody on this card, I think. Before that, he lost to Kyle Borello, Sean Strickland. That was a short notice main event. I remember it was super short notice. So whatever. And before that, he beat Dustin Stoltzfus. Michel Pereira, he's been on a tear. Not recently, he lost to Fluffy by TKO, but before that, he was wiping through all these folks. Submission over Ihor Peteria, submission over Michael Olszewski, a TKO over Andre Petrowski, and a split decision over Santiago Ponzinibbio. But that's when he started coming in. Man, this is a very close fight, but I think I'm going with a little underdog play here. I'm going to take the slight underdog in Abus Magomedov because I don't think the Capoeira and the dancing style is going to fit against the Abus. Abus, I think, will have the better ground game and grappling. And I think he'll edge out a decision with control time because I think it will find its way to the ground where Abus will get some coverage and top control, maybe throw some ground and pound fists down there. Yeah, I'm fading Michelle Pajeda this time. I'm going to go with Abus Magomedov by decision. What do you guys think? Dave, what do you think?
I got no Lupe here.
Go ahead. You're in a hurry.
All right, hang on a second. Let me get some stats up real quick. Michelle Pereira, strike time per minute 4.46 versus 2.65. Strike absorbed 4.23 versus 2.35. Takedown average 1.27 versus 3.12. Takedown defense 76 versus 100. This is one I'm going to agree with you. Pereira, one trick pony, getting older. I'm going to boost on this one. I'm going to Magomedov. I'm wearing the t-shirt. I gotta support the t-shirt that I'm wearing. I don't think this is gonna happen for Michelle. So Oliver Dolby. There you go. That's my choice.
Perfect. Real fight picks. Abus or Michelle?
Abus.
Wow. Capper consensus.
That's a little scary.
Abus, Michelle, he's trying to fight at 170. I think he's going to run into his first issue or second issue at middleweight.
All right. Well, Dave's in a hurry, so we got to move it. Ready?
Let's go.
Up the card. Next, we have Giga Chikadze taking on David Onama. Giga comes in. Giga comes in at 15-4. David Onama 13-2. This is I love the matchup here. Giga Ninja, he does the ninja kicks. He's known for them. He can pull them out anytime, just like pull it right out of his ass and pow, done. Let's see. Last 5, he's 3-2. He's got wins over Cub Swanson. Edson Barboza took a loss to Calvin Kattar. Got a win over Alex Caceres, and most recently took a unanimous decision loss to Arnold Allen. Whereas David Onama, Silent Assassin, he is 4-1 in his last 5. From back, he beat Garrett Armfield. That was a rematch. He beat him as an amateur as well. He lost to Nate the Train. He beat Gabriel Santos. He beat Jonathan Pierce. He beat Roberto Romero, who is also on this card, who I'm not even high on. So the thing with David Onama, he is from Kansas City, Missouri. He used to be part of Glory. What's his name? The guy from Glory that got the coach there?
3 seconds.
Jim Krause.
Krause said that fight where he went against Nate Landwehr, Krause said he knew David Onama was going to lose that fight because David Onama is a quitter in practice. He doesn't put it full out. He goes through the motions, and this is what I heard from Cody Safdie. I don't know if it's fake news or not, but he said James Krause, back when Nate the Train beat David Onama, James Krause called it, but this was almost 3 years ago. So this was during those days when James Krause was real sharp on who's going to win these fights. But anyway, and look, even the Tapology still has Glory MMA and Fitness listed as David Onama's gym, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm going to take Giga Chikadze at plus money because I know he doesn't quit. He'll fight for your money. He is a little bit older, 6 years on the wrong side of 30. But at plus money, I'll take Giga. I'll take Chikadze with the ninja kick. However, David Onama, if it does go to the ground, he does have way better submissions. I don't even think Giga's got any ground game. So that is the big red flag I got for Giga. If it goes to the ground, David Onama probably going to pull out a guillotine and just snatch his neck up. But I'm leaning Giga, keep it on the feet, outstrike him, win a point decision. Yeah, And you know what? This is where I'll take plus 3.5 because I don't think. Well, Onama could submit him, but I don't think he's going to finish him. I don't think he's going to get him out of there. So yeah,
I wanted to take Giga so bad for the plus money, but I can't. I mean, he's an old. He's going to be 37. He's going to fight. He's fighting a guy in his prime, and Giga's like damage. You know, he's got a lot of damage on him, and yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to go with David Onama, the favorite.
Okay, Dave.
Strike time per minute, 3.92 versus 5.60. Damn, that's a healthy ratio. Second Jordan, 3.50 versus 5.07. Doesn't matter about the 5.07 if you're only landing 3.92. Advantage on Nama on that one. On the ground, takedown average 0.21 versus 0.73. Advantage on Nama there too. Nama coming off of 3 wins. Really? Is this a question?
I'm good. He's got that Giga kick.
I don't even know why we're having this conversation.
Rod Torque saying Giga looked like shit in the way.
He did. He looks like a different person. He looks like a guy I saw at the fucking gas station.
Heavy, but I thought he looked better.
Cigarettes.
He filled in, I thought. But we never looked at that. So? Abus, and Michelle.
I know. I missed all these guys.
I know. Well, you're the one that said, hurry the fuck up. My hot neighbor's here. She's cooked and cleaned.
Okay. And we're done. Okay.
David Onama. He looks like he'd be one to quit in practice. Like not just go through the ropes. Just go through the flow.
You got some sun in there.
Dark tan.
Damn.
Look at Giga. Looks like a cancer patient.
He is a cancer patient.
Is that Beneil Dariush walking out with him? I like that.
No,
I like Beneil Dariush walking out with Giga. I'm more confident in it now.
Oh no, I can't stand that. That's the worst one out of all the fighters. That's the one I think I just. Besides Bo Nickel,
Beneil Dariush,
Beneil and Bo Nickel are like.
Why? Because he likes God. He loves God.
No, that dude, he's like too political for me, bro.
Pepper hair and proud of it. Proud of his salt and pepper hair.
Okay.
I think Beneil Dariush is awesome.
He takes his kids everywhere and shit.
We done?
He's a good dad.
We done?
It's annoying.
Yeah, I'm on Giga.
That's
T-shirt bet? Because I like this one.
You want a T-shirt bet it? What's the odds? Yeah.
No.
You know what? You buy me half my wardrobe. I really appreciate this. You're fucking
whatever.
Awesome.
You got one shirt in 6 months, and you buy me half. Well, your wardrobe is like 4 shirts then.
Like you take out the fucking wardrobe with the fucking 20 T-shirts you fucking bought me. This is awesome. And hoodies. I love you.
I was looking at mine. I found that the one with the grapple and what's it called? The one with the
grapple and tackle.
I found the very first shirt you ever bought me before we even had the shirt. It's a trap with the Star Wars guy. It's a trap. I found that the other day. I went through and found a whole bunch of shirts, a whole wardrobe, whole drawer, dresser drawer of T-shirts that Dave's bought me.
You're all awesome, though.
He takes his kids everywhere. Bad base for MMA. Beneil Dariush isn't even fighting. We're just talking about Beneil Dariush.
I swear his kids are going to be cornering.
I don't think he even got kids. So
okay, you're at plus 170. I'm at minus 200.
You know who else takes other people's kids everywhere? Haspanzada. Haspanzada. All right. Anyway,
disgusting.
Moving. Are we doing a T-shirt bet, Dave?
I'll stick around though. I'll stay here.
Yes.
You want T-shirt bet it or not?
Yeah.
All right. T-shirt bet with Dave. I'm on Giga. You guys are both on Lazy David Onama. Moving on. We got the co-main event. We got Crystal's favorite fighter, Anthony Smith, with a record of 37, and that's right. Big double digit, 21 losses for our boy Lionheart Anthony Smith. And he's taking on the Chinese fighter, Min Yang Zhang, Mountain Tiger. Mountain Tiger is a heavy favorite because he's got a lot of green. Since he made his UFC debut a year and 2 months ago against Brenson Ribeiro, knocking him out real fast. Then most recently, he just knocked out Ozzy Diaz. That's the thing. These guys aren't the top quality UFC fighters. And before that, it was a road to UFC against Tuco Tokos. And is that when you WLF? Wei Lu Fang or something. I'm not sure, but it's definitely a Chinese regional scene, which isn't impressive. But the thing is, Anthony Smith is seeing his best years. He's 10 years older than Min Yang Zhang. And I think this is Anthony Smith's retirement fight. So I know he wants to leave with a win, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think they want to give Min Yang Zhang a nice bump up with his resume, and a win over Anthony Smith will not send him right up to what is he ranked right now? Number 20 worldwide. A win over Anthony Smith should get him closer to maybe cracking the top 15, but I can't say for sure because Anthony Smith, his best days have been behind him a year ago. But then again, Anthony Smith, he surprised everybody by beating Vitor Petrino. So who the fuck knows? I'm going with Min Yang Zhang, though. Probably by knockout. Yeah, that's my pick. What do you guys think of this fight?
Okay, I'm going to go over in real quick, guys.
Go for it.
I'm about to leave this thing.
Do it.
I am going Min Yang Zhang as well, probably by knockout. And in the main card, I am going to be picking Garry as well as everybody else. Garry, Zhang, Onama, Abus,
Brown,
Dalby, he's taking.
Dalby, Ikram, Schnell,
Elder, Gutierrez, Blackshear. I got him, Dave.
Blacksmear, Willmaker.
We only disagree on one fight. That's crazy, Dave. We're gonna do good.
Roberto Romero and Dawson Edwards. All right, guys.
All right. Enjoy your quesadillas. Send our love.
My apologies, hot neighbor, and bye, Dave.
Later.
Have a good night.
Out. Beat it.
Enjoy the hockey game. Is he
What
gonna
a
watch
loser.
the Kings? Is that what the Oilers and the Kings? Is that what he wants to watch, or what?
Yeah, he's a fucking cornball Edmonton Oilers fan. What a cornball. I know, right? But whatever. She did clean and cook and clean, I guess. So you know what? That's kind of her job, isn't it? Anyway, I'm just playing. I'm just being chauvinistic. Okay, so I'm so far behind in the chats, and I gotta catch up with Crystal, otherwise it's gonna throw a pissy fit. And okay, Hassan-Dega dodging Elder is crazy. Yeah, I know. It should have been Hassan-Dega, Hassan Zada versus Young, not Elder. Young.
That is kind of ironic. The whole
Isn't it weird? Like simulations working overtime on this card.
Yeah, we should do. There should be like a Illuminati video done about that.
Oh, don't even get me going. Weird shit this week in my work life, my career. Weird Rockefeller shit, like fucking BlackRock. I don't want to get into it. Anyway, they're probably listening. Get me going. Anyway, yeah, exactly. Not going to elaborate on it. Not worth it. That what he's talking about, Anthony Smith. Anyway, it's a lock. Zhang sleeps with the fan on and whistles at night. Sleeps with the fan on and whistles at night. We have 3 million on Smith. I have 3 million. You don't even have 3 million. Period. Zhang knocks down Smith, then loses by leg triangle. Pretty much, yeah. Zhang never won after round 2. Smith doesn't lose in round 1. Simple. That's a good take. That is a good take, actually. Even Reyes couldn't KO him in round 1. or Khalil. No way Smith calls out Pereira. Post-fight interview. Who the fuck is this guy to face Smith? Yeah.
That's the thing is what my problem is I could just never see myself. It doesn't matter who it is. He could be fighting like, Amanda Nunes or some shit, and I won't not pick Smith. I just can't. And it's weird because he showed out against Vitor Petrino. It really surprised me, dude. I thought Vitor Petrino was like a lock, and he still got his ass kicked by Anthony Smith. Right, stopped in the second round. In the second, it wasn't even the first, right? I don't remember, but I just was really impressed. So I know what I'm doing when I'm fading Anthony Smith. I'm not blind about doing it. I just will never pick him. I don't like that whole last fight, walking, crying and shit because his coach died. Like,
yeah, I remember that. That was cringy. I didn't enjoy watching that.
Hey, and this is a retirement fight, bro. Did you see how he came out? Too bad Dave left because how he came out for the ceremonial weigh-ins.
Oh, I'll share it. I can bring that
bro,
shit up.
It was fucking.
Hold on, let me bring it.
That just lets me know, like, you're a fucking loser, bro. I think that's one person who I think lost it the last fight. Like, I think if he fights Vitor Petrino again, Petrino fucking smokes him, bro. Like, I think he's a changed man, bro. Because if he's not good under emotions, which I totally relate. I'm not judging the guy like in life, but for fighting, for like being on a stage, being under the lights, fighting as a independent contractor, like you're actually not, he should be retired. And 59 fights, 60 fights, he's like 38-21. If there's anybody who is worn, it has to be him. And if he fucking wins tomorrow, dude, I'm gonna have to rethink a lot of things. Because I'm gonna go, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm gonna go with the Asian fighter.
Wow. Holy shit. Let me I'm pulling up the face house.
He's already crying. Oh god. He's probably gonna walk out to like some kind of like sad song.
Couldn't do it with Smith. Let's talk about Febs. Waggies can't even imagine. Amanda Nunes beat Smith, and that's not a fair comparison. Petrino was first round. Happened exactly as described what happened. Made Ranj scream. Smith retires. Comes back after hair transplants. Calls out hair and beats him. Oh, okay. Let me catch up to. I'm going to share the screen with. Okay, here's Giga. So, all right. Ready? I'm going to share screen. Oh, stop. Pause. All right. Present. Share screen. Sure. Okay. So here's Giga David Onama. All right, there he is. Anthony Smith and Zhang Ming Yang. They both size up pretty good. Anthony Smith looking old as shit. Look at the puffed eyebrow right there. That's Cro-Magnon. And look at Zhang is clenching down on his jaw like he's biting down because you can see that right there, that jaw muscle, and you can see it disappear. He like bites down and lets off, bites down, lets off. I watched this earlier. Look, watch. See, off on. See that? See that? Did you see that? See it?
Yeah.
He's just biting down. Yeah. It's not like he's flexing. It's just
he's
weird.
Gonna have to go to the dentist after that.
So he got a piece of gum back there. He's just weird, isn't it?
He wants, because I think he wants to kill him.
It's going with his heart.
Somebody else did that too. We should do a clinch parlay. There was someone else. I could look at the fights and I'll
but remember. Then he ends it. He'd like to did the repetitive bite down jaw muscle lock into a nice smile. Like right now he's saying, "I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up." Right in that accent, just like that too. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh shit!
Look, I'm gonna knock you shit silly. I'm Anthony Lionheart Smith, motherfucker. I'm gonna knock your shits. I'ma fuck you up.
That's pretty good, actually. I like that voiceover.
I bite down my jaw muscle. I'ma fuck you up. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Like that. That was a great impression. Patricia got killed by Toby. How's he smoking Smith? Oh, Crystal's defending Smith to all these other guys. I'm betting Smith to win money line decision. I'm on money line 2. Can win anyone, especially Zhang gases. Zhang definitely vaccinated. No chance Smith got the vaccine. Oh boy!
Hey, look at this, bro.
He likes living in China. He said
a whole video could be done, like a conspiracy theory video could be done about how the UFC does their fighters. They don't give a fuck. Like maybe they're protecting John Jones.
That's a brow ridge, sign of high test. He's talking about the puffy brow of
sign of high test, huh?
High testosterone.
Yeah.
You know what else is? This.
Yep.
With the heartbeat. I can't even do it as defined as he can.
But they do their fighters dirty, bro. Like
skills before he eats shit. Take practice of chewing skills before he eats shit.
No, Crystal's the one who got me more or less thinking this way.
Rice longer. Oh boy.
The media machine is behind Zhang, and he's behind that Malcolm Welcomer guy. The media machine's behind those guys, I noticed. And I think they're wasting their time with certain fighters. Like, watch that Wellmaker guy or whatever the fuck his name is. I know he's going to lose tomorrow. I know Seaman's going to get him. And so, and Zhang, this is their setup fight. Like you said that. This is a setup fight. And this is going to be the successful one, actually. They're going to fuck Anthony Smith. They're going to let him talk, though, if he's not, like, dead, and say his piece. But he might not even get that.
10-year age gap. It's not looking good for Anthony Smith. It's over 20 losses. I mean, and you know what? He's not even a good commentator either. I rather listen to Michael Chiesa for real. Nothing against Anthony Smith, but I'd rather like sitting behind the desk as a guest commentator and stuff. He doesn't impress me. All right. So
his takes are
funny. What you settle on? What's your pick, date or real fight picks?
I'm like I said, I don't say these 3 words together a lot,
Oh, that's right. You're taking the Asian.
Yeah, he's a good Asian fighter.
Good Asian fighter. Yep. Just him and Tatsuo Taira. Fuck the rest, right? All right. Moving on. We got the final. We got the main event. Ian Machado Garry taking on Carlos Prates, the cigarette smoker. Now, that's what the cigarette smoker comes into play here because this is a 5-rounder, and Carlos Prates has never been in a 5-rounder. People forget, man. He's never been in a 5-rounder. Let's confirm that. Okay, let me get.
He probably smokes Winston's.
He smokes some Brazilian cigarette because he's
no filter.
Brazil. Okay, I just want to check his real quick his resume, and I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if look everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at round 1, round 2. Round 1. These are all beautiful wins too. Neil Magny, left hook, round 1. Jing Liang Li, left hook, round 2. Charles Radke, knee to the body, round 1. And the performance of the night. Trevin Giles, straight, round 2, performance of the night. Mitch Ramirez, straight left, round 2. And even before he was in the contended series, an LFA, round 1. Is that Charles Oliveira? Is that the Charles Oliveira? No, it's not. It's not the Charles Oliveira. It's one punch Charles Oliveira, not Charlie Olives, not the one we know. but still, round 1. Tafaro Brazil, round 2. Look at round 1, round 5. Oh, he did have a modified rules kickboxing though, and this was also in his. Oh wow! Oh, he's got an extensive amateur. Oh, that's all pro. But yeah, he's been around since 2012. Jesus. But this is where he came into his own right here, 2021. That's where he hasn't looked back. But now he's got a tall test in Ian Machado, Garry, the future, 15 and only 1 loss. That loss was against Shavkat Rakhmonov, probably the best in the division, in my opinion. He beat Michael Page, who I think I'm a real high on Michael Page too. So Ian Garry's this is a fantastic fight, man. I've been back and forth, but to be honest with you, I love Ian Garry. I think he's great, but he's not. I don't see all the round 1s and round 2s that Carlos Prates has. Yeah, he's got a couple sprinkled throughout here. He's got one against D-Rod, Dana Rodriguez, a Kanan Song. Unanimous. That's Jordan Diabetes Williams. That's type 2 diabetes right there, Jordan Williams. Type 1 diabetes, Jordan Williams. Finished him. And before that, Cage Warriors, who really gives a shit? Matus Figlak, really? All right, anyway. It's a tough fight, but I'm gonna go with the plus money. I think Carlos Prates might just give Ian Garry his second O, and I want to see Carlos Prates. I want to see what are the odds here. Slight underdog plus 125 according to Tapology for Prates, the Nightmare. I hope he smokes Ian Garry like he smokes darts. Stomp it out. I don't know. I'm leaning Prates, but I'm so scared of betting this fight either way because all week I was on Garry. I was heavy on Ian Garry, but I don't know, man. What do you think? What do you think,
bro? Like, what was the last main event? It was Volk Lopes. Was that the main event? Or am I tripping? Or was that the co-main event?
What are you talking about?
But all I'm saying is like, that's an exciting fight, right? But I'm kind of over Volk. You know what you're gonna get? It's like watching the same thing. You know he's gonna fucking throw 199 significant strikes at you, and I can't get excited for that. But this fight, is like fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be great. Because I'm gonna pick Ian Garry. But I could just see
Cuck Bros.
I could see Prates taking care of business with just one straight. The thing about Prates, you showed it on the Tapology, is his straight left hook, left. And Garry, he's a pretty smart person. And so could he get caught with it still? Yeah. But did he prepare for it? Yeah. So I believe Prates is a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but what we don't really see it. All we hear about it is his Muay Thai. Yeah, I remember that Ken Song. That was first round, and he just, I don't know. I remember that.
I had money on Kanan Song as a big plus money, he was like plus 800 or something stupid.
Yeah. Prates. And the other thing is he's lost 6 times. I mean, even though he's on this
way back.
So, I mean, the guy's a loser, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is.
He's not a loser anymore. Not since he started smoking cigs. Since he started smoking cigs, he's been killing, knocking people out.
I promise you,
out back after his celebration cig. That's what's been keeping him going, man. When he's in there fighting Ian Garry, he's gonna think about, oh man, I might finish this, get that celebration cig, that hit of nicotine. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I got Muay Thai tattooed across my chest.
Yeah.
Sponsorship. I can get the Cuckborough cigarettes. darts,
menthols.
Yeah, I wear my Fighting Nerds glasses while I'm smoking. I don't give a fuck. I smoke and I let people know. I'll blow smoke rings, victory rings, poof.
Yeah,
cuck rings.
I buy carts. I buy big carts. I go to drive-through stands.
Oh, Brazil, they got little kids rolling them on the street corners.
God damn.
I don't know. Whatever. Little kid with a rolling machine and sitting. Your shoe shine? No, give me a smoke. Give me one of those darts, kid. Lucy's.
Gotta make a living.
Lucy's rolling 25-cent Lucy's on the streets. Anyway, jokes aside, I'm taking Carlos Prates. I think he's going to catch Ian Garry. Ian Gary's going to. I think he's. I'm going to take him inside. I don't think it's going to go 5 rounds. I think it's going to go 3, 2. I think Prates round 2 KO. That's my pick on Tapology. Round 2 KO.
So you think he's going to catch him?
I do think
first at the end sometime. Gary's tough enough to hold on because he sees and he looks over and he sees what's her name? I don't know her name. Machado. He sees his husband and the kid, and then
and the ex-husband, the trainer,
Saved by the Bell,
the cuck trainer. Crazy, but yeah, who are you gonna take?
I'm going with Ian Garry, bro.
All right, I don't blame you. I was on that. I'm telling you, this is.
I don't know why though, because Prates is supposedly a black belt in jiu-jitsu, so
yeah.
But you know what? Garry just seems like a real, fast learner, and he looks like he's really trying to learn and evolve. And I just want to see, because if Prates has lost 6 times, I'm gonna be like, all right, let me go with the winner here and just see what happens. But I would put a little bit of something on Garry if I had to.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you. Minus 150. It's like I said, this fight could go either way. I'm just going with the plus money underdog. I think Prates, and I like that I looked through his past fights. They're all first and second round finishes. Love that.
With the left.
Straight left, knee to the body, left hook. Oh yeah, he's gonna. Hope Ian Gary's watching his left, coming from the left. All right, now
I would pick Prates by KO if I would have bet anything, honestly.
Now I'm going to go back. We do our 3-legger. So we don't put women in the 3-legger. And Dave never gave us. He did. Jocelyn Edwards.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're all on Jocelyn Edwards, but women don't go in the 3-legger. We're split on. I'm taking Timmy Kwamba. You boys are both taking Roberto Romero. Don't blame you. We're all on Jacqueline Amorim. She's minus 800, and she's a female, so no females in the bet, and too chalky anyway. We're all on Malcolm Wellmaker over Cameron Seaman. Are you on Seaman or Wellmaker?
I give me Seaman.
Oh, you're on Seaman. Give me Seaman. That's right. That was your logo, your catchphrase. Give me Seaman.
That's my slogan.
And Dave was like, "You got it. You got as much as you want, buddy. Much as you want."
No, you know what? Honestly, hey Dave, just in case he happens to go back and rewatch this, I didn't mean. I just kind of came out. I made a joke about a period, and I don't want to be that guy. The immature one in the group. So if you watch this, I'm sorry, Dave, about that.
Somebody says he's not sharing his poontang, and then
I made a sick joke that you just say around guys, and she was cooking and everything, and
I said she cooked and cleaned for me. I go, good, that's her job. Yeah. So come on, who cares? She's not watching. They don't give a shit. Anyway, you think she cares? My wife then. You know what? My wife. How many shows my wife has watched? This many. She don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck about what we're talking about.
What is that, an infinity symbol?
That was a 0. That's a 0. Nothing.
No.
This is it. She don't watch shit. All right. She watched a couple of when I used to do videos, like daily videos, but even that fell off real quick. All right. We're split. I'm taking Timmy Kwamba. Okay, where are we? Oh, Cameron Seaman. You're in Cameron Seaman. I'm taking Alatang Haley as the it's a trap. Jamal Blackshear, I'm telling you, it's a trap. Mark my words. I'm taking John Castaneda. You and Dave fucking like this on all these picks.
Yeah, except for one fight.
We're all on Evan Elder. All of us are on Evan Elder. Let me look at the odds on Mr. Elder.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I gotta sign into DraftKings Sportsbook.
Is this the first one that we're both? Oh, I mean, so that we're all on. Besides
that
Josh
first
Herbert?
one, that's not a girl. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. And the odds aren't that bad, right? It's like minus 180 or something. Minus 120.
270-221. 270-221. Verify. All right. Okay. UFC. Evan Elder is minus 205.
Well, that's kind of a lot, but it's decent for
It is for a 3-leg parlay. It's nice. All right. Gage Young plus Elder versus Young. This is so ironic, right? Elder versus Young and Hasbanzada, the pedophile. He backed out of fighting whatever.
He fights out of.
There's a joke in there somewhere. It's a dark joke, and it's against pedophilia. So caution playing that field. Yep. All
right. Hey, did you know that guy though is trained out of Team Alpha Male?
Who?
The Hassan Sada.
Is he?
Yeah, he's from Sacramento. Like, I seen it on my local news. That story.
Really? Did he get deported?
I haven't looked it up, but I just thought that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Like, he trained at Team Alpha Male. Like, that's fucking nuts. Like,
huh? Wonder if Gerard Faber's got to think about him. All right.
Yeah.
We're all on Ikram Alaskarov, but he's minus 500, so he can't make it. We're split on because Dave took Dalby for some freaking reason. That ain't Nicholas Dalby. He's like a Bear Grylls type, isn't he? Like a survivalist and shit. Whatever.
He looks
We're all on Abus Magomedov, and he is a plus money.
Oh,
he's plus 124. Plus money, Abus. He might have to make it. Yeah. I like Giga. You both like David Onama. I got a t-shirt bet with Dave actually on that one. Giga and David Onama. Giga Chakadze. We're all on Zhang, but he's minus 450. That's chalk. And we're split on the main event because I like Carlos Prates. I don't think we have to do a girl because we got Abus Magomedov plus money. We're all on him.
And you're picking Muniz. Dave's picking Muniz. That's crazy.
No, but Ikram Alaskarov minus 500.
Oh,
it's too chalky.
And you're picking Jimmy Flick. That's criminal.
What
are the odds with that one? You're picking Jimmy
Flick? Yeah, I'm picking Jimmy the Brick Flick.
What? Oh, the odds are
45. Matt Schnell's minus 175. Matt Schnell's a loser, dude. He's gonna lose. He's a loser.
That's crazy.
We're all on Evan Elder. That's he's minus 205. Yeah. And we need one more. It's either gonna have to be a girl or we're gonna have somebody's gonna have to flip their decision. And I suppose I can go Chris Gutierrez instead of John Castaneda. I'm willing to switch that one.
Well, did you pick Wellmaker?
I did, but you picked Cameron Saman.
Who did Dave pick?
Wellmaker. We both picked Wellmaker. You picked Saman.
Weird.
Why is that weird? Wellmaker's the favorite. Saman.
That guy's just like a fake Benson Henderson.
Like the wish version of Evan Elder. And that's not Evan Elder's not good. What's that say about Cameron Saman?
Wellmaker's the Timu version of Benson Henderson.
That's a good one too, because he looks like him too.
Yep.
Oh,
you'll see.
I did see. I do see right now. Well, Wellmaker looks like Benson Henderson. I was wondering who he looked like.
He's gonna get subbed.
We got Evan Elder, Abu Magomedov. We need one more. How about I can switch my Timmy Kwamba pick, I guess, because I wasn't really settled on him. So I guess I'd go Roberto Romero. Go with the. If that's the one that fucking loses, though.
No, I mean, why don't? It's up to you. Do you want to do that, or do you want to pick one that we all agree on, even though it was a girl fight, and Jocelyn Edwards? It's up to you.
She's minus 280. I'm confident though because Chelsea Chandler is just not good.
Let's do it. Let's just go with it.
All right, Dave's not here anyway, so and his rule is the one not put girls in.
Yeah,
so
but
Jocelyn Edwards. All right, now
you felt like it looked like you're really conflicted.
Well, I was kind of. I didn't want to switch my Timmy Kwamba pick, but I was willing to. All right, so Jocelyn Edwards minus 278.
That's the way.
Who else we got? Evan Elder minus 205 and Abus Magomedov plus 124. Our 3-pick parlay comes out to be plus 353. So
that's nice.
I'll throw $20 on that. $20 pays back 90. And terms and conditions all set. All right.
A boost is really helping that plus money come together like that. All right. Because I feel pretty confident in that one because Michelle Pereira at 185. I mean, he was trying to cut to 170 for a reason. I think he knows he doesn't do good against people that are in the middleweight division because he could never make that weight, right? Wasn't that part of the problem? And now he had to go up, and he couldn't beat Diego fucking the Nightmare Sanchez. That's unforgivable. I don't care how you lose, even though you kneed him or whatever, illegal kick or some shit. Am I frozen or no?
No, you're not frozen. I'm trying to. It's saying my location is weird. They can't locate. They recheck location. Whatever. I'm just gonna.
You do it from your phone.
Well, yeah, but it's hard to copy paste from my phone to put onto the screen. You know what I mean? That's all right. I got it though.
I believe you though. What you said? Plus 354.
I'm gonna 353. I'm gonna do it anyway.
353. I believe it, dude. That's good money right there. That's decent. You can't argue about that with a card like this, you know. And we actually are split on me and you. One of us is gonna do good in Tapology, and one of us is gonna do bad.
All right. Plus money junkie parlay. Okay, Jocelyn Edwards, she's minus 287. Abus is plus 124. And Evan Elder minus 205.
Leave it to Gage Young to fucking shit in the parlay, bro, just because I didn't research that, you know, and I'm just kind of like going off of it, you know, really going with my gut, you know, blindly.
All right. There it is. Hopefully this doesn't all get jumbled when I. Oh, beautiful. Look. Plus money junkie parlay. Jocelyn Edwards. Oh, I should have put a space there.
That's all right.
Whatever. Abus Magomedov, Evan Elder. Oh, see? 3-pick. That's supposed to be a space between 205 and 3-pick. But whatever. You guys can see what I was doing. It's plus 353 for those three. I think Michael Brown, maybe Onama are rightful faves. I love the Randy Brown's my favorite, most confident pick on this whole card. Michelle, I'm going against Michelle Pieta.
Nicholas Dalby, though.
But I like the who didn't pick Randy Brown? Oh, Nicholas Dalby. Fuck Dave. Dave did. Can't read the parlay because of the missing space. What? Whatever, dude. Whatever. So all right, we got that done. Is there a niche parlay we can do real quick? Anti or pro or BLM parlay or something?
I was gonna say like I like Alaskarov, but
the BLM parlay would be Onama, Brown, Blackshear, Edwards. Should I do it?
Don't put Edwards because we already have one with her, and just do the 3. That's a great one.
All right.
It'll probably, even if it's like even plus 150, I think that's great.
Okay. All right. Anyway, let me.
That's solid, man. Those are 2 really solid parlays. Leave it to fucking Elder though, dude, to fucking drop it, and then fucking Brown win. That would piss me off so bad.
All right, who is the BLM parlays? Randy Brown,
Blackshear,
Onama,
Damon Blackshear,
and Damon Blackshear. He's minus 520. Holy shit!
I mean, it's a niche. A niche. What are you gonna do?
That comes out to those 3 together comes out to be plus 139.
Just a little below what I would like.
But it's all right. All right, I'm getting belly cramps. I got to go drop a deuce. But so I guess we have another like 13 straight weeks of fights now. We had 1 week of break. Now it's 13 back-to-back weeks. We just got done doing like 12, I think, or something.
Beautiful. So that's beautiful.
Let me finish with the chat. I can't read the parlays because of the missing space. Amateur-like behavior. 20-way parlay expensive out. All right, do I have to redo it again? Here, I'm going to redo it again with the spaces. Okay. Because plus money parlay. Plus money junkie parlay. And I'll space the shit out of this so much that okay, a boost.
Hey, Kiwi bro, what were you drinking that day that you did the show with us? And I just want to say again, it was pretty impressive the way you handled the delay, because I didn't realize because you'd be on the other fucking side of the whole entire planet that there would be that issue. But you were drinking something I never asked, and I thought about it later. Was that if it was alcohol or apple juice? It just looked cool. I don't know.
Manzana. Okay. Too many spaces now. Can't read. Settle down, Ranch. All right. It's legible. I did it anyway. Here it is. Just need 1 takedown every round. Ooh, that's a super prop. Mountain Goat beer. Mountain Goat beer. That's what he's drinking. All right, guys. Midnight here. That's the time we got to start wrapping it up. So Dave's having a full-on party. He just texted me. He's like, 3 more people came. Yeah, no, it's a full whatever, Dave. How's bragging camp? What
Turn
do
the
you
heat
think
on.
of a good parlay, Crystal? Brown Pajeda. That's decent.
Pajeda, huh?
Michelle.
I want to try this hazy IPA. I keep hearing about it.
Oh, we have that here. They have that down the store. Smith, Brown, Pajeda, Anthony Smith, ridiculous.
Interesting.
Castaneda over 1.5. Smithy will not win. Ali Ramadan knows. He knows. Ali knows.
Shit. Why do I laugh though? Because he could. You know what I mean? He always has a chance. Bro is 38-21.
He does. They all, it's a fight. Everybody, they all got a chance, but he's not likely. All right. I got bubble guts, so love people being confident just makes me put more on Smith. I make a Sabro Hazy IPA. Oh, Kiwi brews his own. That's why the Kiwi brew. Is there a Kiwi beer? Is there a Kiwi flavored? It's got to be. Smith about to lose by humiliating K. Agreed, Ali. Agreed. I say round two. Yeah. Unfortunately, but Ming Yang Zhang, he's not fucked with. He's gonna come out hard. He's not gonna. He don't give a shit about Smith.
You know what kind of makes me want to? You know what makes me pick him too is because Sean Strickland doesn't like lie about who he thinks good in fighting, and he always compliments him and working with him. He calls him the bad Chinaman. He said he's a bad Chinaman. That's what Sean Strickland says about him. So I'm like, all right, I would respect that because Sean Strickland wouldn't just say that about anybody.
Mm-hmm. I love sour beers. A kiwi fruit sour beer. I love sour beers. I would probably love that.
But hey, Vitor Petrino though, okay? Vitor Petrino. Remember what we all thought?
I know. People forget, man. Right. Strickland thinks Sadie Boy Sai was good. Oh,
isn't he good? He's big, right?
He's literally wrong on all his reads. Strickland's a dick. Some YouTuber that doesn't even know how to fight wanted to spar with him, and Strickland knocked the shit right out of him. He's like, now it's going to turn for real. And he was doing it like it was a full-blown real fight. Felt so bad for the YouTuber. Piece of, like, Strickland, why? Why are you such a piece of shit?
I'm going to...
Strickland says that about all Chinamen.
Hey, you know what I'm going to watch as soon as we
get off? You know what they used to call Chinese people back in, like, the 50s? Coolies. I still don't get it. The Chinese coolies. A coolie. What the fuck is a coolie? That's a weird one. I watched an old throwback 1950 video about asbestos.
I seen one from the 50s, and they called them yellow, and it was no big deal.
Yellow peril when they
that was normal.
Stole all the railroad work from all the Americans. They're taking our jobs. That was yellow peril. But now, they used to call them coolies, which is, I thought that's a hilarious name. People call them coolies.
It's not really. It doesn't even sound offensive, right?
It doesn't. It sounds cool. These fucking coolies.
Hey, you know what I'm going to watch though? I'm going to watch something you put me on to.
Vision Quest. Matthew Modine. Madonna does a cameo in it. Madonna.
I don't know who Madonna is.
Shut the fuck out.
But
that fight, if you get the movie Fighter with Nick Nolte, and that's a good fight. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. We call them yellow in Australia. Yeah, that's a skin thing.
That's
what do they call black people in Australia? Do they like African Americans? They used to be the thing.
Pack your bags. Here I come, Australia. Let's go.
Hella yella. Hella yella. Oh, you guys know I'm 51 on Sunday. I turns 51 Sunday. And like people, you don't look 50, you don't even look 40. I'm like, Yellow stays mellow. Yellow stays mellow.
You guys got that
yellow.
That baby fat.
Huh?
Asian, for
Yeah,
real.
baby fat. All right, I gotta go.
Happy birthday, though, bro.
All right, thanks, guys. Thanks, chat. You guys have been great. Good luck tomorrow. And evidently, I'll see you next week and every week for the next 12, 13 weeks. So,
Myers.
Yeah. And tomorrow's regular time starts at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So that means for you, 3 o'clock in the afternoon for you, bud. Good for you. That's the prime time.
Love it.
And good luck, Anthony Smith. But yeah, he's gonna need it because he's not gonna get it. All right.
He's too emotional.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Good luck. Best of luck and see ya.
Night chat. Night, Ranj.
And